has it. 45-50. Where's the speed? 40, 30, down the sideline. 20, 10. He's going to go. Touchdown, Caden Klein. That is a 57-yard touchdown run over the left side. And Caden Klein takes it to the house.
Ethan McNeil with the ball, and he has a first down across the 50. Fumble the ball. Knoxville has it. Going the other way. Jackson Clark, 30, down the far sidelines and ushered out of bounds.
Frick fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right. He's going to toss it down the field. Wide open. Ryland Hilton caught at the 40. Up the sideline, splits the defender. Stay on his feet. Ryland Hilton going all the way for a touchdown.
And book your next stay at a Hilton with reservations for 6.
As part of tonight's pregame show, we'll get you set for all the action with the keys to the game, starting lineups, colors of the game, and game time temperature, all counting you down to tonight's opening kick.
Nunakoven will catch it at around the 25. He's looking for his blockers. He's got him set up. He's at the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Landon Nunakoven.
Second down and 5 for the Warriors. Hatlevick back to pass. Going deep again. He's got Eli Robbins wide open. Touchdown. Touchdown, Norwalk. They're going to pass. Rash one-on-one coverage. And it's intercepted by Rex Rainey at the 20. 30 to the 40. Has blocking in front of him near midfield, and he's wrapped down there.
Now let's head to the field and inside the radio broadcast booth for live Iowa high school football on the one to count on for today's local sports coverage, KNIA KRLS.
And a good evening to you, and thank you for joining us wherever you may be as we welcome you back to Pella High School for Week 4 of the Class 4A football season. It's a state championship rematch from 2024. It's the Pella Dutch, undefeated at 3-0, set to take on the undefeated 3-0 North Polk Comets. I'm Andrew Schneider, joined by Randy Sikkema as we're back here for this clash to end our non-district football season. And Randy, we saw this on the calendar the moment the schedule came out. We knew what team was coming. North Polk has obviously turned themselves into one of the juggernauts of Class 4A football. They continue to grow and expand, and capped it off with their first ever state championship last year. This year, almost an entirely new roster, but so far so good for this North Polk team. 3-0, just like the Dutch. And beyond anything else, Randy, long-term implications here tonight in terms of postseason seeding down the road.
Yeah, it is. Of course, we don't know what that is yet and what that means and who we're dealing with, but it's highly likely that both of these teams could potentially be number 1 seeds heading into the 4-district playoffs, or whatever they call the 4 sections, 4 quadrants. So, yeah, I mean, even with a loss, if they go undefeated in their district, if either one of these teams goes undefeated in their district, I have a feeling they're going to be a number 1 seed in their quadrant. Let's put it that way.
Well, and this North Polk team has been very tested so far. They have won their 3 games by just 7 total points, including last week against ADM in overtime. They also had Newton, a team that Pella will see here in a couple weeks for homecoming. That'll be an enormous game that we'll have right back here on KRLS 2 and on Pella Dutch Live. And then they opened the season with the team that Pella defeated to get to the state championship game, went all the way to Lewis Central in week 1 and knocked off the Titans by a short margin as well. So, Randy,
which is no easy task.
That is not. So, we will talk specific keys to the game in a bit, but overarching theme is both these teams are well tested. Both have played low-scoring, close games. North Polk's had a high-scoring, close game as well. We anticipate not a lot of breathing room between the Dutch and Comets here tonight.
No, I think it's going to be a very close game. I think it's going to be a good game. I think both teams are well coached. Well, I know both teams are well coached, and they know how to tackle, they know how to block, and they know how to run, and they know how to pass. So it's going to be a really good football game. I'm struggling to put my hands on the district list. I thought I had that in here. But anyway, we were talking about the long-term implications. North Polk has a far tougher district than we do, so they might win this game and still not go undefeated because they have a lot of tough teams in their district.
Should be a whole lot of fun. We can parse that out here throughout the rest of our evening, but when we come back, head coach Ben Ballard previews tonight's matchup between the Dutch and Comets, a state championship rematch as we close our non-district season. We're live on KRLS 2 and on Pella Dutch Live.
There's a place in downtown Pella that takes you right into the heart of Amsterdam. A beautiful brick walk featuring a winding canal, a working drawbridge, and Dutch architecture providing a classic old world atmosphere. Welcome to the Molengraat. The Molengraat is home to some of Pella's finest lodging at the Amsterdam Hotel, dining with Liberty Street Kitchen and Oriental Express, Beautiful You Salon, Pella Nail Salon, the Pella Window and Door Showroom, and many service businesses. You can even take in a movie at Pella Cinemas. Good luck to our local sports teams from the Molengraat in Pella.
This is Dr. Tim Yoder, one of the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella, reminding you how important it is to make sure your pet receives a regular wellness exam, just like our local athletes recently received their annual physicals before getting back in action. Schedule a wellness exam today by calling Tri-County Veterinary Clinic at 628-4040, where your pet's good health is our number one concern.
They're the veterinarians.
Yes, we are. We're the veterinarians.
They do take care of pets because they love them.
Go Little Dutch, go Eagles, and go Dutch.
As the leaves fall and temperatures drop, make sure your home stays cozy with Vanderlinden Services, your York certified dealer. Our expert technicians ensure your furnace is ready for winter's chill. Schedule a tune-up today and enjoy peace of mind all season long. Call me, Austin Vanderlinden, at 641-780-0193 to schedule an appointment, or visit vanderlindenservices.com. Stay warm with York. Stay confident with Vanderlinden Services, the best for the job.
As an international family business in the agricultural sector, we spend every day at Lely in the pursuit of making farmers' lives easier with innovative products and tailored services. We offer solutions for nearly all activities on a dairy farm, from milking and feeding to caring and cleaning. We provide advice on how to intellectually organize a dairy farm with the use of smart management systems. Our vision, along with the needs and demands of our clients, are what drive and inspire us. We're Lely, with our North American headquarters in Pella, and we're proud to be part of the community.
Our pregame coverage rolls on here on KRLS2 and Pella Dutch Live with Ben Ballard, head coach of the Pella football team, ahead of tonight's state championship rematch with North Polk. And as we alluded to just now a second, and we have already, leading up to this game, a rematch from the end of the 2024 season. Two very different looking teams, including yourself in your new role, but obviously some great traditions there. First of all, how much excitement has there been with their guys knowing that you're a 3-0 football team, you're relatively healthy, and you have a really big matchup to end the non-district season?
Yeah, there's excitement. I think from my role, hopefully not too much excitement, right? We want to keep guys focused and grounded and focused on day-to-day improvement, which I think we've done a nice job of. But, as you sit back in a fan, I think you'd be lying if you didn't acknowledge it's cool to have a big-time football game from last year and roll that forward to this year. And I don't know if either side saw themselves at 3-0, but here we are both 3-0, and so that should create a great atmosphere here tonight. We're excited to be back at home after 2 long road games, and so excited to be back in front of our fans here tonight, and should be a great night.
Well, the nice thing about high school coaches is they tend not to change too much, but 19 to 22 starters that are gone from that championship team for North Polk, and they've had to work their way against a really tough schedule, maybe the toughest in 4A football to get to this point. You're right there with them. What's it been like preparing for this North Polk team, knowing that, again, the coaching staff is intact from last year, but a lot of new faces and new spaces?
Yeah, I think to start, for our offense, defensively, they're structured very similar. Return their same kind of defensive staff, and so structurally they look the same there with some different personnel. So I would say that is a very similar look to maybe what we saw. So that piece was nice to have that continuity. Offensively, to your point, it's a different offense. It's a pretty considerably different offense. They were a run-heavy team with some very talented run personnel, and not that those people aren't there, but they do feel really strongly about their passing game this year. And so a lot of it starts with number 8. He kind of runs the offense and does a good job of making decisions on when things should be run and when they should be passed, and really taking what the defense is giving him.
Well, and for your defense, you've seen a lot of teams that have been pretty physical so far. North Polk is definitely going to be probably the most vertical team that you'll see until maybe a Newton or somebody down the road. How are the guys preparing for some of those changes, knowing it's been a lot of physical, grinded out, 2-3 yard, rushing attacks, versus here we're a team that's going to try and stretch the field?
Yeah, we challenged our guys because I think it's going to be a different feel this week. There's going to be a higher demand for open field tackles, right? Because when you're throwing the ball both horizontally and vertically, you're going to have open space, open field tackles. So we got to be excellent on the back end, and you also can't have any gaps. In the run game, there is a little bit more where your pursuit can kind of close down and make up for somebody. In the passing game, if you leave a zone open, those things turn into touchdowns. And so we challenged our outside backers and our DBs this week that we've got to be great on that back end and make sure we leave no gaps and we're solid tacklers all the way around.
Well, you and I talked about it several times in the preseason that the offense for you was going to be a growth and work in progress, and still very much is. But especially with Harrison Mullins out tonight, your top receiver, I'm going to guess that there are a few things you have to tweak. Not that we're going to reveal any secrets here, but Coach, what offensively do you need to see from your guys, knowing that the defense has had a lot on them? What productivity against this North Polk defense does this offense have to do to have success tonight?
Yeah, not turning the ball over. I mean, that's a key in every game, but I think as you watch some of the teams North Polk has played, credit to them, they've gotten teams to turn the ball over. And so some of that's them forcing it or making you turn the ball over. But for our team to be successful, we need to take care of the football, especially tonight. And so I think that's a key thing here, that we take care of the football and then execution. Up front, I think we have an opportunity, hopefully, to run the ball and engage some things there, and we just got to really believe in that run game. And if you get things started and, again, protect the football, execute at a high level, I think we have a chance to be successful moving the ball.
And you want to win every game, but obviously here, 2-3-0 team, something's going to give, and this at most probably has some measure of a playoff implication way down the road. How do you keep the guys, though, focused on what's in front of them? It's been 2 weeks, 2 long road trips since they've been at home. How do you keep them focused to get out to a fast start at home, especially knowing it's been a couple weeks and that there is some big ramifications down the road that they can't worry about?
Yeah, we've focused this week about, getting better every day, right? And I think that's not just this week, it's a lot of weeks, but we really harped on just continuing to get better. If we as a football team have big goals, which we do, we've got to get better every day. And so that's what we're focused on. And I think that helps keep maybe the distractions of what this could mean in the bigger picture out of the way. The other reality or thing we have going for us is, North Polk from last year, it's a common opponent that we see last year. We've seen them the year before. We see them in other sports. And so there's a built-in rivalry there, which is fun. They're a great program. And so anytime you kind of know that you're going up against a great program, our kids will be amped up. I think we'll be ready to play.
Well, and it's by the same token, while you don't want to focus too much, you got 2 3-0 football teams, played for a state title last year, 2 teams that feel like that they could do that again this year. Probably want the guys to have a little bit of fun tonight, too, especially being back at home.
Yeah, I think that's it. We're just excited to be back here at home. We're excited to continue to challenge ourselves, new challenges. We talk about this is a different team. This is a different challenge for us. And we want to continue to be stretched, right? If you don't want to figure these things out in the playoffs when it's too late, you want to find them out now. And so, again, we're excited about an opportunity against a great football team to see where we're at.
Just a few minutes away from kickoff here on KRLS 2. That's Ben Ballard, head coach of the Pella football team. Coach, appreciate your time. We'll see you after the game.
You bet. Thanks for the coverage, guys.
Who's always open? Anytime Fitness. For the last 16 years, Anytime Fitness has been open 24 hours a day, every day of the year. Our award-winning gym allows you to work out on your schedule. With state-of-the-art equipment, expert trainers, a welcoming community, and the convenience of around-the-clock access, you're sure to find a fitness home with us. It's your fitness, done your way, at Anytime Fitness in Pella.
Hey Dutch fans, just dropping in real quick to let you know that the KNIA KRLS Home Shopping Extravaganza is coming up September 23rd through the 25th. If you've never participated before, this is a great time to start. We have over $200,000 worth of merchandise from great local businesses in Pella, Marion County, and the surrounding areas. Check out KNIAKRLS.com for all the details. Then join us September 23rd through the 25th for the Home Shopping Extravaganza, where you can buy stuff at a discount.
This summer, take the challenge. Shop local. Every dollar spent at a local business helps build the communities we all love. Together, we can make a difference.
Hey, I'm Amber Ango from Marion County Bank. I shop local because the conversations with my barista friends are as good as the coffee they brew.
Marion County Bank encourages you to shop local all year long. Learn more at marioncountybank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Is pain interfering with your ability to enjoy life? At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we work hard to find the root of the problem so you can feel better and function better. Choose Kinetic Edge to get back to living a healthy, happy, hope-filled life. We have clinics in Newton, Colfax, Pella, Oskaloosa, Des Moines, Ames, Albia, and Centerville. Learn more about us and our services for people of all ages at kineticedgept.com or call us at any of our locations.
And we're back at Pella High School, getting you set for your opening kick presented by Dutch Mill Supply. Andrew Schneider and Randy Sikkema. As we take a look now at your McCall Monumental Radio keys to the game for Pella versus North Polk. And obviously a battle here between two of the better teams, we think, Randy, heading into the district season. And a North Polk team that plays things very differently than they did a season ago. They've got the top passing attack right now in Class 4A through 3 weeks against a pretty good schedule. The Dutch will have to defensively adjust to that and make sure they're not only containing but getting some pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, it will be a different look for us tonight, that's for sure. I think we're up to it. I think the coaching staff is going to have our guys up to it. You know, they were better. Honestly, they were better than us in the state championship game last year. They were bigger than us. They were stronger than us, and they moved us around. And we broke that 80-yard touchdown right after halftime. Otherwise, it wasn't a very close game.
Right. It was not competitive. And on the flip side, offensively for Pella, without Harrison Mullins here tonight, ball control, I think, reigns supreme. And in a game like this, especially against a team that likes to pass, you see it at all levels of football. If you can keep that offensive passing attack off the field, keep them out of rhythm, offensively, it's not necessarily, you still got to score some points, but it's more about when can we get an effective first down? When can we sustain drives, give our defense, especially those linebackers, a little break, because they're going to be chasing a lot of people, whether it's the quarterback or those speedy receivers.
And I think time of possession is going to be enormous tonight. I mean, we can't have a lot of 3 and outs and let their passing attack come in fresh, and our defense stays on the field a long time. That, it's better if our offense is on the field most of the time and our defense is rested against this passing attack.
Well, and what's the number? Somewhere between 80 and 90% of football games are determined by turnover margin.
Right.
Pella has done very well so far to avoid turnovers. They really can't give the ball away. Ultimately, that's why North Polk is 3-0. They found a timely turnover or two in all of those games. We cannot gift that to them if we're going to beat the North Polk Comets tonight.
Well, last week when Coach Ballard came up to the booth, that game was tied. ADM tied it in the very end of the fourth quarter to send it to overtime. And Coach Ballard's exact quote was, North Polk will figure out a way how to win. And that's what they do. That's what they do all the time. And so we've got to figure out a way to keep them in check.
Your McCall Monumental keys to the game. Don't burn your loved ones with planning a memorial after you're gone. Pre-plan yours and trust the family. McCall Monument, the area's leading monument designer and installer on Old Highway 163 West in Pella. Your Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard, a full slate of games once again this week here for week 4 of the season around the area. Pella Christian is hosting PCM. That's live tonight on 92.1 KRLS, also on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. Knoxville is at home versus Fairfield, live on 95.3 KNIA. Indianola and Newton are playing each other, live both on 94.3 KNIA. And on the KRLS 3 stream, also on the Newton Activities YouTube channel. And then, of course, Norwalk at Ames, our only real true road game here tonight, live on KNIA 3 with Mike Effner and Schaefer Landit. That's your Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard, where they're serving you and building community across the Red Rock area with their locations in Pella, Knoxville, Melcher, Dallas. Marion County Bank is the area's financial leader, and you can probably hear them in the background. The Pella Marching Dutch set to perform our national anthem, so we'll step aside for a commercial timeout in a moment and remind you that tomorrow night, if you want to see the full field show of the Pella Marching Dutch, head to the Community Impact Performance, 8 p.m. right back here at Pella High School for the Pella Marching Dutch. We'll step aside and have more of our pregame coverage for Pella versus North Polk after this on KNIA, KRLS, and KNIA-KRLS.com.
CPAs are known for doing things by the numbers, but the accountants at Van Manen, Seastra, Meyer, and Nickel go beyond the numbers. They are committed to their clients to bring the best advice at competitive prices to ensure that you get the best service to meet your needs. They'll stand behind you in case you would ever need help, unlike most of the do-it-yourself tax services, with year-round advice for any life changes that may happen. And if you're unhappy with your current service, they are accepting new clients with a smooth and seamless transition.
Save time and gain peace of mind with Van Manen, Seastra, Meyer, and Nickel.
Hi, this is Allie, owner of Thistle's Flower Market. Whether you're planning a wedding, hosting an event, or looking to brighten someone's day, let us help you make it unforgettable. From stunning wedding florals to everyday gift deliveries, we're here to bring joy and beauty to your special moments. Located in downtown Pella, Thistle's has been serving our community for almost 40 years. Thistle's Flower Market, making every moment unforgettable.
If you're a snowbird, you should strongly consider having a new smart breaker installed before you head south for the winter. At CenterPoint Electric, we're here to help with any electrical project you have, big or small. We can install a smart breaker to monitor your furnace and make sure that if it stops working, you'll get a real-time alert right on your phone so you can act fast and prevent frozen water lines and all the damage that could follow. Check us out online at centerpoint-electric.com. We're wired for excellence.
This month at Midtown Tire and Pella, get a $100 instant rebate when you purchase a set of 4 Bridgestone or Firestone SUV or truck tires. Whether you're tackling tough terrain or cruising the open road, trust these top-tier brands for unbeatable performance and safety. And don't forget, you can book your appointment 24/7 online at MidtownTireCo.com. Don't miss out. Drive in today and save big at Midtown Tire. Restrictions apply. See Midtown Tire for details.
Hi, this is Tim Grotenheis with Culver's Restaurant in Pella. And if you like breakfast with your dessert, we have the perfect treat for you. Stop in today and try our new Lucky Charms, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or Cocoa Puffs concrete mixer. Or get a mixer flight and try all 3 in a mini size. These cereal concrete mixers are available for a limited time only, so stop into Culver's in Pella today, where we're locally owned and involved in your community.
And we're back at our pregame coverage here on 92.1 KRLS as we get you set for your opening kick presented by Dutch Mill Supply. Andrew Schneider and Randy Sikkema as Pella set to take on North Polk here in Class 4A non-district action. As we get you set here for your opening kick, let's take a look here at your starting lineups presented by Pella Real Estate Services. Both teams at 3-0 this season. Let's look first at the North Polk offense. At quarterback, number 8, a senior, James Armstrong, as the Dutch take the field. Carson Reinhardt, number 13, your running back, a junior. Your wide receiving core includes number 1, Bryce Burke, Brady Cathcart, and Carter Harris. Your tight end is Mason Ackerman. Your offensive line for the North Polk Comets, Hunter Vicino, Carson Cordero, Colton Boo, Micah Sands, and Chase Miller. The Pella Dutch, let's talk about that Dutch defense here tonight, allowing just 5 points per contest here through the first 3 games, just under that in fact. Your defensive line includes Benjamin Griffith, Trace Hopkins, and Aiden Halverson from left to right, 51, 53, and 55. Your linebacking core among the best of the state. We had a Football Friday Night profile about them last week. Number 11, a junior, Gage Brandehorst. Number 11, a junior. Number 7, Kyler Van Manen. A senior, number 26, Nate Warner. And a senior, number 5, Ty Van Vliet. And then your defensive backs at cornerback, Blake DeHeis and Emmanuel Deers getting the start. Austin Schulte and Rex Ramey, still a state best 3 interceptions through the first 3 games of the season. Your starting lineups are presented by Pella Real Estate Services. They're a full-service brokerage that includes residential and commercial real estate, acreages, property management, storage facilities, and both short and long-term rental options. Call 628-1BUI for Pella Real Estate Services. Pella Dutch here about 7 minutes away here from your opening kick, presented by Dutch Mill Supply. We're still trying to find out where North Polk went. I'm sure they're on their way back out here. In the meantime, let's take a look at your colors of the game presented by Michelle Gritter's Lux Photography. A new look here for Pella. Again, they've got the green jerseys here tonight after debuting in their opening black jerseys. Green on top, the white helmets with the green letters and numbers, and the white pants. North Polk was wearing their road jerseys. Once they come back out here, I can tell you.
I think they ran over to McDonald's.
Yeah, hey, a little pregame fuel. What can I say? That drive-through may not be moving very fast, but North Polk, their typical colors are black, red, and white. For the Comets, again, you're defending Class 4A state champions. Your colors of the game presented by Michelle Gritter's Lux Photography, where your story becomes a masterpiece. We'll get you set here momentarily for our opening kick presented by Dutch Mill Supply, as we're live here on 92.1, KRLS 2 tonight, and on Pella Dutch Live. Pella set to take on North Polk. More after this.
With Mobile Mortgage from Bank Iowa, you can manage your entire mortgage process from application to close in one app, making your home buying journey fast and easy. Plus, you'll have the help of a local Bank Iowa lender throughout the process. Just search Bank Iowa Mobile Mortgage in the App Store or Google Play and download the app today. Bank Iowa, let's make it happen. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Looking to lease your next home in central Iowa? Kading Properties delivers maintenance-free, stress-free living in communities with conveniences. Kading Properties' pet-friendly communities cater to everyone, from young professionals to families and downsizers. Leasable townhomes offer private front door and attached garage conveniently located in Knoxville, Pella, Newton, Indianola, Pleasant Hill, Bondurant, and more. It's a perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit kadingproperties.com to view available townhomes near you. Kading Properties, the perfect fit for your lifestyle.
Randall Roofing is proud to sponsor the Raise the Roof moment of the game.
They want a deep ball. Mullins at the 30 and a foot race at the 50. Mullins to the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Harry Mullins, 99 yards.
When you think Randall Roofing, think gutters, maintenance, installation, and repair. Randall Roofing, your one-stop shop for roofs and gutters.
Sprint car season is over, and that means it is time for late model racing at the Knoxville Raceway. This is Blake Walker from Knoxville Raceway, inviting you to buy your tickets now for the Lucas Oil Late Model Knoxville Nationals, September 18th through the 20th. Will Brian Shirley, Devin Moran, or Tim McCready dethrone 2024 champion Bobby Pierce, or does Jonathan Davenport finally tame Knoxville in 2025? Go to KnoxvilleRaceway.com to order your tickets for the last race of the year, September 18th through the 20th at Knoxville Raceway. Go to KnoxvilleRaceway.com for more information.
If you're like a lot of local businesses, you know it's important to have a presence on social media, but you don't have time to put any real thought into it or actually post regularly. At KNIA KRLS, we offer social media management through our Iowa Digital Connect division. You'll have a dedicated strategist who will come up with content ideas based on your goals and objectives and then make the posts for you on a consistent basis. If you have a sales representative that you already work with, just ask them about our social media management options or reach out to us online at iowadigitalconnect.com.
Van Gorp Edwards Insurance is an independent agency representing many of the top insurance companies. They offer insurance coverage on home and auto, business and manufacturing, farm, agribusiness, and crop insurance, as well as personal health, life, and long-term care. With this kind of flexibility, they'll provide you with the best insurance package to build the best option risk portfolio to meet your needs. Switching insurance companies isn't as hard as you think. Call Van Gorp Edwards Insurance today to find out how easy it really is.
Nearly 3,000 homes in Pella are enjoying 1 gig of fast, reliable fiber internet from Pella Fiber. Why not you? It's only $75 a month with no contract, no installation fees, no data caps, and no throttling. And if there's ever an issue with your service, Pella Fiber is a local utility with local employees to get it fixed quickly. Make the switch today and join the nearly 3,000 homes in Pella getting a gig for just $75 a month by going to PellaFiber.com.
We are live inside our Encore Roofing radio broadcast booth, live on 92.1 KRLS, getting you set here for your opening kick. It's the Dutch and Comets, a state championship rematch. As Pella has won the toss, they have elected to defer. So, as it stands, we will see the North Polk Comets offense and James Armstrong, currently ranked first in Class 4A through 3 games in passing yardage. His top target, Bryce Burke, ranks 5th among Class 4A wide receivers in yardage as well. North Polk has won their first 3 games by a combined 7 points, including an overtime win last week over ADM. In case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
By the way, your Encore Roofing radio broadcast booth, Encore Roofing and Construction, home of the Instant Estimator, where you can get a quote for your project in just 60 seconds. You are listening to Pella High Football, powered by Bank Iowa on 92.1 FM, KRLS Knoxville, Pella, Newton, KRLS HD1, Knoxville, Pella, Newton. Everyone has a goal, an inspiration, a reason for being, whatever that is for you. Bank Iowa says,
let's make it happen.
So we will see Niall Rowe and the Pella kick team to start things off here. The kick returners include Bryce Burke, at least on the program listed there.
I like how the Pella kickoff team has predominantly the defensive unit out there. There's like 8 of the 11 guys are the starting defensive guys.
Yeah, Burke is joined back there by Ben Glasgow.
See if Rowe can get it in the end zone. There's essentially no wind tonight.
Perfect night for Iowa high school football. Your game time temperature presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating, 73 degrees here at kickoff. Folks, if your home isn't staying comfortable, winter will be here before you know it. Trust the heating and cooling experts at Van Haften Plumbing and Heating.
Van Haften.
Niall Rowe has it teed up here at the 40-yard line. Dutch working right to left, and we are underway. in this Class 4A non-district state championship rematch. It is Burke set to return this back at his own 5-yard line, looking for space at the 20. He will not find it as Nate Warner gets him down at the 22, and that's where the Comets will take over, 1st and 10.
I was watching Warner on that coverage. He was kind of blocked a little bit, but not much, and then he just waited for the runner to hit him, and nice tackle by Warner. Good job by the kick team. Keep him inside the 25 is always good.
Off and running here, as we mentioned, James Armstrong in this North Polk offense has thrown the ball. 10 different Comets, Randy, have caught a pass.
Oh, I need a bigger sheet then.
I was about to say, and that's impressive because it's all come in close games. It's not like there's been a JV numbers in there. So they really spread the ball around. 4 down defensive linemen for the Dutch. Armstrong and company in a shotgun. And they'll fake the handoff. Armstrong looking for an edge, ends up throwing it. The receiver, Burke, ends up running into his own blocker and found some space after that. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, so a gain of 6.
Apparently he was behind the line of scrimmage. I didn't really pay attention, but it looked like a run play. It looked like he was across the line of scrimmage, but like I said, I wasn't paying attention, so he must have been obviously behind it.
That'll bring up 2nd and 4. 11:47 now, and clock is stopped in the opening quarter. 3-man rush here against Armstrong. He'll throw over the middle, incomplete. Is that intercepted? It is intercepted by Rex Ramey, his 4th of the season. The ball hawk gets another one.
Well, I'm going to wait until the game wanes on what I predicted in the pregame off air. So I'll just say that was a nice job by Ramey, and it looked like it was just slightly overthrown for his receiver, like the receiver tipped it up in the air a little bit, and Ramey right in the right spot. Good start for the Dutch defense.
11:42 remaining opening quarter. Michael Manning in this Pella offense with a fantastic opportunity to take an early lead. 1st and 10 Dutch scoreless between North Polk and Pella. First quarter action, Dutch working right to left. They're on the far hash at the 42-yard line of North Polk already. 2 receivers, double stack formation for Michael Manning with Deers in the backfield. Handoff goes to E. He's got some initial space and then runs into a dog pile just past the 40 down to the 39, a gain of 3.
Good solid start, conservative call. Good job O-line pushing him down a little bit. Yeah, we had 2, like you said, 2 double stacks. Wide receivers, technically some of them were tight ends, but wide outs in the setup.
Clock is moving, 11:18 and counting. Pella now at the North Polk 39-yard line. This time Tripp stacked to the right side. Tight end on the near side is Hunter Brummel.
Got Van Vliet in the slot coming across.
He moves in motion. They'll test Emmanuel Deers again, and North Polk knows where the ball is going when it's in number 1's hand, a yard to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, went off right tackle that time. First gain went up through the center, right behind the center. This went off to the right tackle. North Polk had a little better scoped out. 3rd and 6. Probably not in field goal range yet, so probably 4 down territory here.
May depend on what happens here, Randy. If it's 4th and 6, we may just punt it away anyway.
We might.
Don't want to give them better field position than when they left that last possession. Empty backfield for Manning initially. Fake the jet sweep handoff. No, it does go to Deers on the handoff. Looking for some room to the 35. He tries to lunge ahead. They'll give him the half-yard line. He needs about 2 more to get the first down. It's 4th and 2. So another gain of 4 there. Almost 3 yards to go. They have to get to the 32.
It's a short 3, but you're right. It's well more than 2 yards, but obviously 4 down territory. That'd be a 54-yard field goal. So,
well, if nothing else, get them to jump off sides.
Well, the punt isn't going to gain you much, maybe 15 yards at the most.
Vandenbroek is the man. He was on his side. The isolation route makes the catch at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 Dutch.
Great route. Square out, just long enough past the chains. Got 5 yards.
Vandenbroek was on an isolation. He's the number 1 receiver tonight with Harry Mullins out. He'll get the 5 yards and a Dutch first down on their first completion.
Good throw. Sorry, go ahead.
9:49 to go here, opening quarter. Pella North Polk tied at 0.
Good throw by Manning. Nice catch and route by Vandenbroek.
Austin Schulte lined up at a receiver spot, far side of the formation. Double stack receivers again. Manning to throw. Passes. Vandenbroek caught at the 20. He's inside the Raceway Tire and Sauce red zone to the 15. 15 more and move the chains Dutch. 1st and 10.
I like that quick route. That was just a slant. He was in the slot and he just slanted across the middle. The linebacker, I don't know if he blitzed. I wasn't really paying attention, but he wasn't in that hole, that's for sure.
Well, I must have heard some rough information from a certain Pella football player that said run, 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 because right now the Dutch look pretty good through 2 passes.
They were just deking you, Andrew.
Yeah, they wanted me to look like a fool on the air, which I already do a good enough job anyway. Scoreless between North Polk and Pella, but the Dutch are threatening 1st and 10 at the Comets' 15-yard line. 9:20 to go, 0-0. And we got motion. North Polk nearly jumps offside, showing some blitz there. Manning will hand it off. They got a flag on the play.
Yeah, we must not have had enough guys in the backfield or something.
It may have been an
illegal
illegal
formation. It was after the snap.
Yeah, it's an illegal formation.
Illegal formation. Offense. For the backfield. 5 yards. Remain.
That happens to us once in a while.
First penalty of the game stops the clock with 9:07 remaining, 1st and 15, so erase the 5-yard gain for Deers.
And if nothing else, those 2 pass plays make their defense play a little more honest rather than just key on our running back and our quarterback as a runner.
Well, and we're running essentially an option. Manning's had the choice, I think, the last couple times to hand it off to him, and we'll see at what point Michael pulls it down himself. Stacked on the short side of the field here on 1st and 15. And Logan Vandenbroek is off and running.
Pulled our own guys off that time.
Well, this has been an issue for Pella through the first 3 games. A lot of mistakes in the red zone. In particular, showed up at Waverly Shell Rock. But, Randy, Pella's got to find a way to cut down on some of these errors if they're going to beat teams like North Polk consistently.
We're just making more room for routes on this pass play now.
Well, same formation this time with DeHeis and Vandenbroek on the near side of the formation for Manning, and we jumped again. This is week 4, boys. This is not exactly the sequence the Dutch were hoping for, and it's all self-inflicted. Well, Michael Manning's talking to the official, but regardless, he's, I think, trying to accuse North Polk of calling something out.
Right. Snap count violation.
Well, and now we're getting a stoppage. We have a Pella Motors timeout here and a discussion with the officials. I think Coach Bollard is...
They keep pointing at something like the clock is wrong or something.
Well, 8:39. Play clock's at 25. Scoreless here between Pella and North Polk.
Oh, the band had to move their props away from the clock.
Well, yeah.
Couldn't see the play clock.
But Pella really...
That didn't cause the penalties, but...
No. 3 receivers far side of the formation, 1st and 25 here after 3 pre-snap penalties. A direct snap here for Emmanuel Deers. He'll get a lot of it back. He'll lunge ahead to the 25, make it 24-yard line, so he'll get 6 back. Still some work to do here for the Dutch. 2nd and long.
Good news is we're probably already in field goal range, but a couple more plays, even if we don't get the first down, we'll be in field goal range, as long as they're positive plays.
So that makes it 2nd and 19 after the 3 pre-snap penalties. Can Pella overcome the miscues here after the North Polk interception? 3 receivers now near side of the formation. Deers and Manning in the backfield again. Van Vliet in motion. Play action. Manning steps by 1 rusher, throws that pass into 2 different receivers, incomplete. Van Vliet and Schulte were in the same spot, and I think that caused the incompletion.
Yeah, they were both open. Yeah.
One of those 2 made a mistake on the route.
Right.
I don't know who.
I'm not going to guess which one, but if one of them hadn't been there, it would have been a completion because he was open and it was a good pass.
Well, another Dutch mistake here. Can't get out of their own way. They're not in the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone anymore. They were looking good. It was 1st and 10 at the 15. It's now 3rd and long at the 24.
Yeah,
They've got to get to
19,
the 5.
Yeah.
Deers in the backfield, double stack receivers for Manning. 4-man rush. Manning has Emmanuel open at the 20. He's dangerous in space. He'll slip by 1 tackle and lunge ahead to the 14. So at least make the field goal a lot more manageable if that's what we end up doing.
10 yards on that play. Kind of off to we're on the left hash, so it's a little bit of a funky angle for Rowe, the field goal kicker, but he's putting the tee down on the 21, so a 31-yard field goal attempt.
Midtown Tire and Auto Spa instant radio update, PC7, PCM 0. Eagles lead PCM early. It's in the first quarter. Niall Rowe put the Dutch up early after the interception. That kick has plenty of leg, and it's right down the middle and good. Field goal in for Pella. A 24-yarder, rather 29-yarder.
31-yarder.
31-yarder, sorry, I was looking at the wrong stick. 31-yard field goal for the Dutch. And they take a 3-0 lead with 7:05 remaining over North Polk here in the first quarter, live inside our Encore Roofing and Construction radio broadcast booth.
If you're looking for big savings every day, it's as easy as ever at Hy-Vee. We've lowered prices on thousands of items throughout the store. From fresh produce to high-quality meats and pantry essentials, our everyday low prices will help you stretch your budget even further. No gimmicks, no hassle. Just everyday low prices on thousands of items throughout the store. Stop and see us at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile, and now even lower prices in every aisle.
When your roof leaks, siding fades, or windows stick, finding the right contractor can feel overwhelming. At Encore Roofing and Construction, we cover it all so you can get back to the things you enjoy most. Upgrade your roof and home exterior with a process that won't leave you hanging at a price that won't break the bank. Visit EncoreRoofing.com and try our instant estimator for a roof quote in 1 minute. That's ENCOR Roofing.com. Or call me, Dave Hopkins, at 641-629-1451. Experience the Encore difference.
Good starting field position here for the Comets. They're up ahead to the 33-yard line for a 26-yard return. 6:59 remaining here in the opening quarter. Pella 3, North Polk 0. In a game reset wired by Center Point Electric, where they're wired for excellence. 2 plays in, North Polk turns it over to Rex Ramey on an interception. Pella got down to the 15-yard line, but then had 3 consecutive pre-snap penalties that set them back. They are able to salvage the drive, though, and get the first lead. 3-0 our score. Your game reset wired by Center Point Electric, where they're wired for excellence. James Armstrong in a shotgun formation. 4 down defensive linemen for the Dutch. And they'll hand it off. Good space here, 40, 45. Already into Dutch territory is the running back, Carson Reinhardt. And he's 19. Up to the 49-yard line for a gain of 19.
Well, we had double coverage on the wideout, on their number 1 wideout, so somebody was missing out of the middle of the defense in order to do that, and they capitalized on that, ran right up the middle.
Football is on the center of the big white P at center field. North Polk in their road white jerseys. 1st and 10 at the Pella 48-yard line. Pella 3, North Polk 0. Snap to Armstrong. Handoff goes again. Good space to the 45 up to the 44-yard line. 4 more yards for Reinhardt. And it sets up 2nd and 6. Well, and just like I think Pella, Randy, was subverting North Polk's expectations with some of those passes, I think North Polk trying to do the same here.
I think you're right, yeah. See how long it lasts.
3 down defensive linemen for the Dutch as they spread the field. As you mentioned, double coverage here on Bryce Burke. Austin Schulte nearly jumped off sides there in his coverage.
They moved.
That false start. That'll send the Comets back beyond the original line of scrimmage to the 49.
It's only fair they have 3 of those too. Right?
One of those things. At least they got the one, and that sits them now, Randy, behind the sticks at 2nd and 11. That's against this Pella defense. I know, 5-yard penalties here and there. That's really some costly real estate against a defense that's given up 5 points a game.
It is, because they had a good running play. Now that's basically been negated. So if they happen to have an incomplete pass here, they're in 3rd and long. So we'll see how it goes. Got to play tough D still.
2 receivers split out far side of the formation. Burke not in on this play. Dutch trying to swarm their defensive backs against Armstrong. Handoff, decent yardage, gets back close to that line of scrimmage they were before.
5 yards back, yeah.
Reinhardt gets 5 over the right side. It sets up 3rd and 6. First 3rd down for the Comets. 5:27 and ticking. Pella 3, North Polk 0.
I doubt it's 4 down territory unless it's like 4th and 1, but we'll see. Kind of a important play here. I wouldn't call it a key play yet necessarily. It's pretty early in the game, but this would be nice if we could hold them and force them to punt.
Pella fans come to life. 3 receiver stack on the near side of the formation. Then Ackerman moves across to the other side slot. 3 down defensive linemen for the Dutch. Will they bring pressure? There's a blitzer off the edge. It's Branderhorst picked up. Armstrong throw.
Yeah, he
got
to
no man's land.
Yeah, he got rushed.
Incomplete. The closest to
Aiden
it
Halverson was in his face and knocked his throwing arm out of kilter. So.
The closest was Bryce Burke. It's incomplete. 4:55 to go. Clock is stopped. 4th down.
Good job, defense. Make sure they don't fake punt now.
Rex Ramey back deep. It's 4th and 6 at the Pella 44-yard line. Dutch with a 3-0 lead over the Comets.
Or make sure we don't jump and make it a 4th and 1 instead of a 4th and 6.
Now Don't put that magic into the ether. We've seen a lot of the jumping already between both teams. Pella bringing some pressure. Kick is away.
Get out of the way.
Randy
Get out of
says
the way.
get out of there. That'll take a North Polk roll out of bounds inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. So a 32-yard punt, no return. Dutch will be pinned back deep down in their own territory with 4:48 remaining. 3-0. They lead North Polk. As we're live here on KRLS, do have another Midtown Tire Instant Radio update. Indianola 7, Newton nothing. Asher Brick, the quarterback for Indianola, shaken up, but Bo Blake gets a 1-yard touchdown run with 6:54 going in the first quarter there. So Michael Manning and company will try to get the Dutch down the field again. We'll start in a Wildcat formation with Deers and Van Vliet in the backfield. 4:48 at their own 12-yard line. Deers over the left side. Not much there. He stays on his feet. He steps out of bounds at about the 9-yard line. They're going to tell him he stepped at the 8, so a loss of 4, Randy, on the first play here from scrimmage.
Yeah, that one came to the short side of the field, and he didn't have much room, and they had good pursuit. So loss of 3.
Loss of 4 is spotted back to the 8. So 4:43, it does stop the clock, but Pella further back on their heels. Another negative play, this time coming from scrimmage. So Manning back in at quarterback. 2 receivers far side of the formation. Includes number 22, Max Stefflug. Looking near side. That was a dangerous throw. There was double coverage on Logan Vanderbroek, but he comes up with it and it's knocked out of bounds at the 15-yard line. So gain of 7.
Yeah, 7 yards. Make it 3rd and respectable.
There was a tight window there, Randy, and Michael just found it.
It was, and it was a perfect pass right between the defenders and right into Vandenbroek's hands. Another square out route like we got the first down on in the other drive.
3rd and 7, ball at their own 15-yard line. Pella with a 3-0 lead over the Comets. Empty backfield to start here for Manning. Comets show blitz. It's a jailhouse blitz. Deers gets the one-on-one pass. He catches it far side. He's got space at the 20. Sheds 1 tackle at the 22. Jukes another, and he's out of bounds all the way to the North Polk 29. Make it 30-yard line.
Wow, they apparently hadn't scouted that play. Now, granted, we only had 1 wide receiver in the wide receiver screen, but usually teams have scoped that one out. But great throw and a great run after catch by Deers.
15 yards for Pella's 3rd first down of the night. Well, they brought 6 rushers, and Pella picked them up. They're going to do the same thing here again. This time the Comets swarm on it, and maybe 2 yards as Deers gets another catch here. It worked the first time, Randy, because North Polk didn't have enough guys out in the field to cover him. That time they did.
Out in the flat, yeah, right.
Pella in a hurry-up offense here with Manning. 2nd and 8. Already back to the line with a 3-0 lead. They're going to try to heist on the left side with some blocks. There's a flag, and that block was too good. This one's coming back. So this will send the Dutch back for their 4th penalty here.
We could hope for a face mask, but I think you're right. I think it's probably going to be a hold.
We're getting some discussion here. There was a flag thrown by the near side judge, but it looked like it was in the exact area of a blocking violation of some kind.
We're walking backward, so.
So on Stefflug on the wide receiver screen. So Pella with their 4th penalty sets him back 10 more yards. It's 2nd and 18 now.
That's easy to do, so easy to do. I mean, wide receivers don't block as a rule. I mean, we have to in our offense, and we're pretty good at it, but still, that's hard to do. And some refs let that kind of stuff go, you know, depending on how flagrant it is, and some don't. And I really didn't see it, so I'm sure it was the right call.
Under 4 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Pella 3, North Polk 0, 2nd and 18.
4 wide left.
This time they're all running routes. Manning all sorts of time to throw with a 4-man rush. Throw, pass is caught. Breaking a tackle on the far sideline.
Nice effort.
Is Logan Vandenbroek close to a Dutch first down. They're spotting right at the 40.
I think they're going to give it to him. That was a pretty generous spot, but
18 yards. Vandenbroek with his 4th catch, maybe having a breakout game here. Right to the 40-yard line. Pella with a 3-0 lead over North Polk. They are moving along. 2nd first down of the series. This drive started at their own 12-yard line, and they've overcome, Randy, a couple of negative plays. The run play, the negative 4 yards to start the drive, but now the hold.
Yeah, and that was a really good throw by Manning right into Vandenbroek's hands, and then really excellent effort after the catch. Broke a couple tackles and dove for the first down.
Austin Schulte, the tight end on the near side of the formation, stacked on the short side for Manning. Handoff goes to Deers. He'll shed one tackle, spin through it. He's to the second level at the linebackers, and he'll be met there for a gain of 5 up to the 45-yard line.
Hard run there, that's for sure. A lot of bodies banging on each other out there on that one.
Oh, this is great news for that Pella defense, Randy. Just milking clock. You got a small lead and making some moves and at least flipping the field here a little bit too.
So far I'm getting my wish answered. We're dominating time of possession in this first quarter.
Well, the offensive line probably should get a lot of credit here. North Polk has not had a lot of opportunity to get to Michael Manning yet.
Not.
And decent holes for Deers. 5 receiver set for Michael Manning. Blitz is coming. Quarterback keeper. Oh, he just got hung on to by that linebacker or
that
lineman.
Was close.
I think it was number 53, Colin Freeland for North Polk, who I think saved at least a 10-plus yard gain there, and it sets up 3rd and short.
Yeah, because the offensive lineman was still running out in front of Manning as another blocker. He kind of let that linebacker go to get the next guy, and I'm not saying he should have blocked that guy because that wasn't his assignment, but if Manning gets out of that tackle, that was a long play.
Pella's 1 of 3 on 3rd down. It came on this series here. Empty formation again. This is DeHeis looking for space on the screen. He got right to the 50-yard line.
Ooh, he stuck the ball out. I think they're going to give it to him. Yep, they're moving the chains. Or at least that's the signal he gave.
He needed 2 yards, Randy. He got 2 yards. DeHeis with his first catch. First down Dutch, their 3rd of this drive.
DeHeis is a
lead.
tough little customer out there, man. He's had some big catches and some hard hits after he's caught it so far this year, and he does a really nice job.
Michael Manning, 9 of 10 passing for 76 yards unofficially here, Randy. He's off to a good start.
Yeah, he is.
A lot of short, safe throws. That's all you need with this offense. Pella doesn't need anything spectacular with the defense they have on the other side. Manning with a pump fake. He's under some pressure, rolls out to his right on first down.
Boy.
Deers is in the open field at the 40, slips one tackle far sideline 35 before he's knocked down to the 33
No, he's not
yard
down
line.
yet.
And he's all the way down. He kind of stumbled his way and staggered past the 30 down to the 27. So 23 yards later, Randy, it's 1st and 10 Dutch again.
That was set up beautifully. We had blockers out in front of him. Nice job, Dutch offense.
1:24. Clock is stopped as Deers goes down out of bounds at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10. Pella with a 3-0 lead over North Polk. Andrew Schneider, Randy Sikkema still first quarter here. Steph Lugan to Heist near side of the formation for Manning. And a 4-receiver set. He's looking to throw. And he finds Deers in the open field again. North Polk's going to have to identify where number 1 is. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5. He dives to the pylon, and he is in. 6 for the Dutch. Touchdown Pella. Emmanuel Deers finds it in the open field again for 27 yards.
Wow, what an effort. What a nice scramble, first of all, by Manning. Stepped up in the pocket, found Deers. I don't know why they're leaving him so wide open in the flat, but they are. And then we still have blockers in front of him. The receivers did a nice job that time, and Deers dove into the end zone for the touchdown.
Randall Roofing raised the roof. Moment of the game. When the moment arises and it's time for a new roof or gutters, think Randall Roofing and Gutters. 1:13 to go here with the PAT in the first quarter. Snap from Anderson. Hold is good. Kick is up. And it is no good. Wide right. 9-0. Dutch lead here in the first quarter. 1:13 to play over North Polk in the state championship rematch. We're inside of the Encore Roofing and Construction radio broadcast booth.
Monument is the most trusted monument company in Iowa. This is Reed. We have been here helping families get their perfect memorial for over 150 years.
This is Wyatt. We are the monument experts. We don't plan funerals and we don't sell caskets. We are craftsmen with a full-service shop and artists on staff.
I'm Lee. We have a standard here at McCall Monument. In all our years in business, we have never called on a grieving family, and we never will. In your family's time of need, our family is here for you.
Memories become treasure. McCall Monument.
The signals on the car go blink, 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 blink. The signals on the car go blink, blink, blink at Central Tire and Auto.
We all share the road, so if your turn signals are burned out, stop into Central Tire and Auto and get them fixed. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, full mechanical work on your vehicle, and the little things like new turn signals. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. Everybody now.
Central Tire and Auto.
Live inside of our Encore Roofing and Construction radio broadcast booth, 9-0 Dutch lead. Return here for North Polk's got some space, but they run into their own blocker. Does number 1, Bryce Burke. If not, Randy, he could still be running.
There was some room there for him, wasn't there?
Out to the 28-yard line. Tackle made by number 39, Bryce Ligman. 1st and 10.
1:06 to go here in our opening quarter. Pella trying to take it to North Polk here early. So far, so good. Force a turnover and a punt defensively, in case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic, and then a field goal, and then the Emmanuel Deers touchdown. Emmanuel, 5 catches, 77 yards. Right now, North Polk is not accounting for Pella's best offensive playmaker. Armstrong in the shotgun, has all week to throw. He'll roll out to his left. Pella in his own coverage. He's going to try and test it, and he'll get some good yardage up to the 33-yard line. So
Good coverage, though, by the defensive backs.
Clock is moving with 51 seconds remaining. Gain of 5.
Probably, well, unless it's an incomplete pass, probably one more play for the end of the quarter.
You can give him 6 yards on the play. 6, 2nd and 4. Either way, somewhere between 5 and 6 yards. James Armstrong, the senior quarterback. 2 receivers near side of the formation. Carson Reinhardt had a couple of good carries on that last drive. He's in the backfield. Reinhardt will get one here, and he will get
He didn't get
wrestled down
much,
much.
maybe a couple.
Tyler Van Manen with the tackle. Sets up 3rd and short.
Well, but they let the clock run out.
And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Pella with a 9-0 lead over North Polk. You're listening live inside of our Encore Roofing and Construction radio broadcast booth to Pella Dutch football. 9-0 lead.
Real Estate Services, we're a full-service brokerage with 11 licensed agents. Hi, I'm Levi Spain, and if you're needing help finding locations to build your dream home, that perfect hunting acreage, or understanding the true value of land you already own, talk to us about lot, land, and acreage options in the Marion, Mahaska, and Jasper County areas. We can find the right lot, land, or solution in various city or country settings. Start the search today by visiting PellaRealEstateServices.com.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust in Knoxville supports all the Marion County athletic teams and athletes competing this year and encourages them to be the best they can by giving 100% effort in everything they do. The values of hard work, sportsmanship, and perseverance will help them not only on the field but in life for years to come. When you want these values in your automotive service, look no further than Raceway Tire and Exhaust, your one-stop auto headquarters located at 1318 West Bell Avenue in Knoxville, or at RacewayTireandExhaust.com.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust. We got what you need to get you on the go.
Live inside our Encore Roofing radio broadcast booth, Andrew Schneider and Randy Sickaba, 9-0 Dutch lead. North Polk has it 3rd and 2 at their own 38-yard line. Pella up by 9. James Armstrong and this Comets offense trying to get their first 3rd down conversion so far. Pella stacking the box here.
Oh, they moved.
And North Polk will make it harder on themselves. Right side of the offensive line with a 5-yard penalty. Their 2nd of the day, and it sets up now 3rd and 7. That's an enormous penalty.
They still owe us one. Yes, that is an enormous penalty. That changes the play call, I'm sure.
So North Polk backed up to their own 31-yard line, down by 9. Dutch defense looking for another stop here. Hunter Brummel in at cornerback, near side of the formation. Pella trying to slow down this North Polk passing attack that ranked the best in Class 4A coming into the game. Pella showing pressure here with Warner. He's coming on a delayed blitz. Armstrong under pressure, jumps, throws, passes tipped, and it's intercepted. It's Blake DeHeis at the far sideline to the 43-yard line. 2nd INT of the night, and the Dutch defense are ball hawks again. This time Blake DeHeis picks him off.
That was not a bad pass that time. That one was on the receiver. The quarterback threw it right where he was supposed to, but the receiver kind of juggled it, knocked it over his own head right into DeHeis's hands. DeHeis had good coverage, but he wasn't on the inside to make the pick. It kind of got tapped right to him, but great hands, great awareness by DeHeis and some yards after the reception, so good field position.
Well, this may be the drive of the game. Early on, I know there's still a lot of game left for Andy, but what I mean is Pella can really take control of this one early if they can get down here and score some points.
Yeah, keep that dagger in its sheath.
That's not to that point, but this one could be enormous as we continue to move forward, especially after 2 now North Polk turnovers.
We need somebody on the line.
This is a handoff to Emmanuel Deers. Left side, he's got some space. First down and more.
12.
Down to the 30-yard line. And Griffin Simpson into the game at quarterback.
Well, and here we go again. I mean, we talked about time of possession several times in the pregame. They haven't had the ball for what? Can't even be 2 or 3 minutes, can it? We don't keep track of that, but they have no first downs, right?
They've got 9 plays. They have 1 first down.
Oh, 1 first down? Okay.
Pella, meanwhile, already up to 8 first downs on a handful more plays. 1st and 10 at the North Polk 30-yard line. 9-0 Dutch lead. The Comets. 11:42 to go, second quarter. Pella working left to right now here in the second. Simpson in the backfield. Van Vliet lined up almost as a fullback for Deers. And Emmanuel, student body left, has some space. He's close to the 20-yard line before a rugby scrum there at the 19.
This offensive line is doing a job. So are the receivers, and Emmanuel's eating it up. 11 yards on that one, didn't it? They give him the 19? Yeah.
Pella's inside the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone for the 3rd time tonight with a 9-0 lead. Clock is moving with 11:18 to go here in the second quarter. North Polk on their heels defensively. Shotgun snap to Simpson. Handoff goes to Deers left side. This time the Comets do a little bit better job plugging some of the holes there.
Yep, they
maybe
figured that one out, didn't they?
Well, if you're Pella, though, why do anything different? The first 2 plays worked out pretty well.
Well, yeah, plus the clock runs. So, what do you get, a yard?
Riker Branderhorst is in at running back. DeHeist checks in after picking off James Armstrong in at wide receiver. 2nd and 9 at the North Polk 18-yard line.
Yeah,
9-0 Dutch lead.
He's getting a breather right now.
Simpson in at quarterback. This time he'll pass. Blitz is coming. Jump ball into the end zone. Looking, and that pass is intercepted. He was looking for a jump ball for Vandenbroek, but didn't get enough air on that one, and it went right to the defensive back. Intercepted. That's an enormous turn of events there for North Polk. That's exactly what they needed.
It is what they needed, yeah. We were inside the red zone looking good for more points, at least a field goal, if nothing else.
So with 10:19 to go here in the second quarter, Pella now with a 9-0 lead, but the defense back on the field after the giveaway. I don't think you fault the thought there for Griffin. You've got one-on-one with a 6'5" receiver, but it's the execution. The ball is going to go
deeper.
high.
Needed to be more in the corner.
Yeah, if it's an actual jump ball, let Logan out-jump the receiver or the defender, but instead a little underthrown. 3 receivers in the formation for James Armstrong, trying to turn things around here for the Comets, down 9-0. Pella showing blitz here early on 1st and 10. Fake to Reinhardt. Armstrong, play action pass, has a man far sideline, caught at the 30. That is number 36, Carter Harris, with the reception, and North Polk with their first down since the first quarter. 12. And hurry up offense, not shocking here for North Polk. Man in motion for Armstrong. Handoff goes to Reinhardt. He's got some space past the 35, down to the 37, make it 38-yard line, so a gain of 6. Just the 5th try so far for Reinhardt, but 36 yards in those 5 carries.
Yeah, he's having a pretty good night.
And North Polk, oh boy, Pella left some receivers uncovered over here. That hurry-up offense, I think, is throwing the Dutch off. There's more space for Reinhardt. He's up ahead of the 46-yard line.
Another 8.
And the 3rd first down for the Comets in this game, 2nd on the series.
Wow.
North Polk may have found something.
What a momentum shifter that interception was.
Well, and I don't want to be too questioning of the Pella coaching staff, but I'm not exactly sure what the intent of bringing Griffin Simpson in. Michael Manning was 10
well,
11
they did that last week, too. He came in like the 3rd series last week, too.
Well, didn't work out this time, and that's what happens, but obviously Manning just had such a hot hand. There's play action, one-on-one coverage, and overthrown incomplete. And there's a flag on the near side of the formation here at the 50.
Holding, maybe?
Well, if it's in that area, it may be on the Dutch. It's not.
Ineligible downfield, I think, is a sign. That's a loss of down, isn't it?
It is not on an ineligible downfield. The legal forward pass is.
Okay.
9:23 to go here in the game. 9-0. A game reset wired by Center Point Electric with their Wired for Excellence. Pella, I think, will take the yardage. And they will. So
take off the incompletion.
But it is another penalty here on North Polk, 1st and 15. They're quickly to the line of scrimmage here. North Polk realizing tempo may be the answer here to try and get this Dutch defense off its so far aggressive attack. Blitz is coming on the handoff and all the way back down. Thrown for a loss is Calvin Heitzman behind the line for a loss of 2.
Great job by Van Manen. Came in on the blitz and got him in the backfield. Loss of 2, yeah.
Well, now all of a sudden a little momentum back here for the Dutch. 2nd and 17. 9 minutes to go when rolling here in the second quarter. Pella with a 9-0 lead over North Polk. This is a Class 4A state championship rematch from this past fall season. North Polk, the defending champions. 3 down defensive linemen for the Dutch. James Armstrong in a shotgun has 2 tight ends in the formation. Handoff goes to the left side, and not a whole lot there. It looks like Benjamin Griffith had the initial contact. 3rd and long coming after a gain of 4. As Heitzman gets it up to the 44, maybe make it 5.
So
either way.
Reinhardt must have been getting a break, huh?
North Polk is 0 of 2 on 3rd down tries so far. They've got 3rd and 12 at their own 44-yard line, down by 9.
Okay, this is an official big play right here. We need to get the ball back and stem this momentum.
2 receivers stacked far side of the formation. Bryce Burke, the leading receiver for the Comets, on the near side. It's kind of a wonky formation.
That's backwards. That's backwards. Fall on it.
Pella, scoop it up. No, they're going to now roll it incomplete.
Oh, no, that was backwards.
Well, the Dutch, Gage Branderhorst needed to pick that up right away.
Well, that doesn't matter. It's still the ref's call, but that was definitely a backwards pass.
Incomplete is the call, so it's 4th down. Pella gets the stop.
Yeah, that's the important thing, but that was a touchdown Dutch. That was a backwards pass.
4th down, North Polk. They have the offense out in the field for now, I think. Unless they're the kicker's also the punter here. And he is.
It's punt, so, the quarterback is your punter.
That's what I meant, the quarterback, the punter. 4th and 12. Should remember that from the first series, as it's Armstrong kicking. Low line drive goes out of bounds, and that was not a great kick.
That didn't go very far, nope.
To the 36-yard line, 1st and 10 Dutch. Pella with a 9-0 lead, 7:48 to go here in the second quarter. Let's check in on our Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard. PCM 13, Pella Christian 7. Pella Christian 13, PCM 7 after one quarter. Norwalk 8-0 lead over Ames. Indianola Newton tied at 7 over in Newton. That's on your Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard. 1st and 10 Dutch, and Michael Manning back out there at quarterback. Not to say that Griffin can't come back at some point, but right now Michael clearly seeing this North Polk defense really well. We'll see if that holds up here with a 5-receiver set, trying to add to a 9-0 lead. Far side looking for Steph Lug. He gets hit in the backfield, sheds one tackle, stays on his feet at the 40, bursts his speed.
Nice effort.
And close to the 1st down, he'll get it. Give him 11. Max Stefflug with the reception. Turned near disaster, Randy, into a 1st down.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like a no gain or a 1-yard loss, but
Pella in a hurry up. Now they're looking for Deers one-on-one near sideline. He's got some blocking into North Polk territory.
Another
so hard to
first down.
take down, and he's right near the sticks again. 1st and 10 Dutch. Give him 10. Officials already signaling for the 1st down Dutch.
Manning approaching 150 yards passing.
Clock will move with 7:30 to go. Pella 9, North Polk 0. Dutch into Comet territory near hash.
Got E over here on the short side of the field with Vandenbroek.
3 receivers far side for Manning. Quarterback keeper. He's got a blocker in front of him. 35-30 inside of the 26-yard line.
That was a great call. We had the defense all spread out with 5 receivers all wide out and no linebackers in the middle, and Manning just went right up the gut.
17 yards, Pella's 12th first down of this game. One blip on the radar is the interception in the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. Otherwise, it's been all Dutch here. 7:02 and counting. Pella 9, North Polk 0. A lot of exhausted Comets players. You can see them, some hands on the hips here, Randy.
Yeah.
Pella offense wearing them down. Another screen and incomplete.
I think that one hit the ground, yeah.
Probably better that it was
better
anyway.
off, yeah. Only the second incompletion for Manning. Maybe he's getting tired too. That last run was a nice one.
2nd and 10 from the North Polk 26-yard line. Pella trying to add to a 9-0 lead over the Comets. North Polk, the defending 4A state champions, 3-0. Pella 3-0 after the state runner-up.
Empty backfield again. Trips right, doubles to the left.
Blitz is coming, and it's to Heiss. It's been the same play call, Randy. That time North Polk did a better job, especially on the tackle there by Chandler Johnson. No gain.
Tackle made by number 25, Chandler Johnson.
To Heiss with a second catch, but nothing doing there. 3rd and 10. Pella 1 of 4 on 3rd down tries.
Pretty long field goal attempt. He's probably got the leg, but I think we're in 4-down territory.
Clock is moving, 6:21 and counting. 3rd and 10 for Michael Manning. And this Pella offense trying to really put some pressure here on North Polk. Pella receives the second half kickoff.
Wildcat.
Deers and the Wildcat. 3 down defensive linemen for the Comets. Deers was met in the backfield and had to fall ahead and got no gain. North Polk saw that one coming a mile away. It's now 4th down.
Wrapped up by number 63, Micah Sands for no gain.
Clock continues to move. Both teams with their full complements of Pella Motors timeouts. 4th and 10.
Yeah, obviously, like we said, 4-down territory. It'd be a 44-yard field goal. I think he's got the leg, but I'd rather go for it anyway.
Pella's made a 31-yard field goal. We may get a Pella Motors timeout here for the Dutch with 10 seconds on the play clock.
Let the clock run down.
Well, they're going to at least line up here. Diamond formation on the far side. Student body left, and then a flag on the Dutch because someone flinched.
We should have just.
That timeout.
We should have just called the timeout. Yeah. Now we're getting close to punt territory.
Randy, every time we've tried something creative with our motion, we've had a false start penalty. At this point, I think it needs to go out of the arsenal if we can't.
Well, no, it usually draws other teams off, but it's backfired on us tonight. So I don't think we throw it away, but we definitely need to practice on it.
4th and 15 now at the 31-yard line. Deers in the backfield with Manning, 2 receivers either side of the formation. Comets with 3 down defensive linemen. Plenty of time for Manning. Going for one-on-one coverage, near side incomplete. It was triple coverage anyway on Vandenbroek. They knew where that ball was going the whole way, Randy.
I think DeHeis was open in the middle of the field, and Manning just didn't see him.
Turnover on downs for the Dutch. 4:51 to go here in the second quarter. North Polk can flip the script on this game again and had a little more momentum on that last drive.
Yeah, unless, there's still 4:51. If there's incomplete passes, we can hold them and still get the ball back. We do get the ball to start the second half.
Midtown Tire and Auto Spa instant radio update. Norwalk 15, Ames nothing in the second quarter of that one. James Hatlevig with a throwing touchdown. 3 receivers far side of the formation for Armstrong and the Comets offense. Down 9-0 to the Dutch. 4:51 to go until half. With 4 down defensive linemen to start this series. Handoff. Nate Warner gets to the running back initially, who will get some forward momentum to get 3 yards.
That's back to Reinhardt, right?
Yes.
3 yards.
2nd and 7. Clock is moving. Both teams have their full complement of Pella Motors timeouts.
Yeah, clearly we won't use them unless it looks like we get to a 4th down and then get the ball back.
Pella's got David Garner in at defensive end on this series.
Yeah, he's been doing a nice job out there last week and this week.
3 down defensive linemen this time. Shotgun formation with 2 tight ends for North Polk. Big hole up the middle initially. Closed up at the linebacker level, but Reinhardt sets up 3rd and short after the tackle by Kyler Van Manen. 3rd and 2. North Polk is 0 of 3 on third down tries. Last time, Randy, they had 3rd and 2. They had the false start.
Right.
And that put them behind the sticks a little bit.
Right.
Whole playbook is open, though, on 3rd and 2.
I want them to try that backwards pass again. See if we can get the right call this next time.
Third and 2 from their own 39-yard line. Pella with a 9-0 lead. North Polk here on offense.
My guess is short route, like a square out, just to get the first down.
Dutch
They're
stack
going
the
to run
box.
it.
Handoff goes. Fight for the line.
They're probably going to give it to him.
And near side official says first down. They needed 2. They got a little more than 2.
2 and an inch.
That was Reinhardt again.
He's got good momentum. Even after he gets hit, he goes forward for more yardage.
1st and 10 to the 42. Pella with a 9-0 lead. Clock will move with 3.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. North Polk quickly up to the line of scrimmage.
I think they'd start passing here pretty soon.
That's 3 straight carries to start this series. And he'll pitch it out to Reinhardt. There's that backwards pass you were looking for.
Yeah, that was a literal lateral, though. That was not a pass, but
they got 5 yards out of it. So I don't know if North Polk's going to throw it. I mean, they're right now 1 of 5 for 6 yards passing, but yards per carry, not too shabby. Reinhardt I got for 49 yards and 9 carries. Armstrong has 5. Heitzman had that one backwards play, but he had a 5-yard gain as well. So maybe North Polk thinks they can keep moving the ball on the ground.
Well, I think as much as anything, it's run the clock so we don't get the ball back this half.
2nd and 6 from the 46-yard line. 4 receiver spread this time for Armstrong. Handoff goes to Reinhardt again, and he just bowls his way to midfield. They're lined up in a modern offense, but this is old school, just off tackle, off guard football. And 3rd and short again.
We could really use a negative play here.
Quickly to the line for the Comets.
And then call a timeout.
2:16 and counting. Pella with a 9-0 lead right at midfield for North Polk. High snap, and there's motion on the near side. One of the receivers moved early.
Nice.
There's been, oftentimes, Randy, false starts aren't super impactful, but they've been enormous in this game for both teams.
That looked like it was going to be a pass play, too. At least he was taking that stance back there in the backfield. Might have been a fake.
Well, and this probably takes the run now out of the playbook at 4th, on 3rd and 2.
I think so. I think it does.
Well, Nate Warner's kind of wandering on. Get back behind the line here, boys.
Does that stop the clock?
It does. 2:12. They're not going to start. Well, they may start it again on the whistle, and they do.
Okay.
3rd and 7. North Polk again 1 of 4 on third down tries. They got that one conversion here on this series. Three receiver formation. Man in motion across is Burke. Play action, near side, again, backfield.
Stuffed.
Nate Warner with a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Reinhardt loses 3 yards.
Nice read by Warner that time. He was right with him the entire time.
Just like that, Midtown Tire and Auto Spot instant radio update. Newton 21, Indianola 7, 5:53 to go in the second. There may or may not be a pretty big game coming to this field, Randy, in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, I imagine it'll be a pretty tight one.
Clock is stopped with 1:43 to go, by the way. Pella does take their first Pella Motors timeout where you'll drive away happy. That's the Pella Motors guarantee. We've got a busy weekend of action across the land of the Dutch. And in fact, the land of the Dutch takes us across the state border. Coming up tomorrow, Pella's nationally ranked cross-country team at the GRIAC Invitational, the 39th running of the GRIAC. It's at Minnesota. 4 nationally ranked teams will be all running at the University of Minnesota's campus, including the Pella Dutch. The first time in program history, Pella during the regular season, running up in Minnesota. And then back here at home, Pella's boys have a doozy of a race at the Heartland Classic right back at Central College. Our cross-country teams in action tomorrow in the morning.
Good luck to both of those teams,
and
for
my
sure.
goal, Randy, is to be up in Minnesota by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning so I can go watch them run.
So you're leaving right from here tonight?
I was going to, but instead we're going to sleep at
so you're going to get up at 3 o'clock.
That'll be an early call. 1:46 to go. North Polk likely to punt now, especially on 4th and 10.
Punt formation.
Ramey will go back. Neither punt, Randy, has looked particularly good to start here for Armstrong.
But he is the quarterback, so anything's possible.
Pella's had that advantage for several years where they've had especially Luke Hardman, by the way, he was the NAIA Special Teams Player of the Week. That was a really good punt. Fair catch called for by Ramey at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, he probably should have ran that one back. He's kind of chewing himself a little bit, but that's okay. Play it safe.
They'll give him the 15, 1st and 10.
See if we can do anything. It'd be nice to get 3 points here.
Well,
but that'd be a pretty big drive. We do get the ball to start the third quarter.
If nothing else, Randy, safety. Safe. No unnecessary risks here.
Yeah, we don't want to pick six or a fumble, give them a short field.
It wouldn't shock me if we start this series with a run or two and see if North Polk takes their timeouts and then go from there.
Looks like he's lining up as a wide receiver. Doesn't look like he's going to the backfield.
So 1st and 10 Dutch, Pella 9, North Polk 0. Got a wild one over on Eagle Lane, PCM 15, Pella Christian 13. Auto spot, instant radio update. Empty backfield for Manning here. He's going to go to Deers, and he will sidestep one guy and get tackled in the field of play, gain of 2. And North Polk right now not showing any indication they want to take the timeout with 1:28 remaining.
No, I would be shocked if they did. They just want to get to half without any more points at this juncture.
Yeah, no need, Randy, for Pella to do a risky throw. Now, the thing is, Michael has to be very careful where the screen goes. Doesn't shock me if North Polk would try to jump one at some point, right, and try to be super aggressive on one. Well, this time it's a quarterback keeper from Manning. He's up ahead of the 20-yard line.
And it's a fumble.
Oh, ball is on the ground. Uh-oh. Clock is stopped.
And it's their ball. Just what we didn't need.
Well, that's an enormous mistake by Michael Manning. It wasn't super clear because it was in a pile, but North Polk gets it in the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. Well,
I like the play call because I was actually thinking about that. That was so wide open the last time we ran it, but they left the linebacker in there that time, and he forced the fumble.
Pella with their second giveaway puts North Polk right back in this. Dutch defense, Randy, really wants to keep him out of the end zone here.
Yeah.
You want to anyway, but
especially keep him off the scoreboard initially.
56 seconds remaining, and maybe the biggest part here for North Polk and their advantage. They got all 3 timeouts. Everything is wide open here for the Comets. So look for Reinhardt maybe here early on the series. He's lined up in the backfield with James Armstrong, 1st and 10. 9-0 Dutch lead. Reinhardt gets it, doesn't get much. He is set backwards at the line of scrimmage.
They might be playing for a field goal. Well, they did call a timeout.
With a Pella Motors timeout with 47 seconds remaining. Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard, Norwalk 22, Ames 0. So a couple blowouts here on the airwaves. As we mentioned, PCM 15 and Pella Christian 13. Coming up, we've got your Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show for tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart and Pella. We'll have the Marching Dutch performance right away, and then we'll take a look at your stats presented by Pella Fiber and your mid-game adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service in Pella. All coming up here on KRLS. We're inside our Encore Roofing and Construction Radio broadcast booth, home of the Instant Estimator, where you can get a quote for your project in just 60 seconds. Our video presentation tonight on Pella Dutch Live, by the way, is brought to you by Pella Family Dentistry. So 2nd and 10, North Polk has it at the Pella 20-yard line, still inside the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. Pella 9, North Polk 0. Just before the half, with 50 seconds, the clock was reset after that timeout.
I got to believe they're going to throw it this time, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, right now North Polk is 2 of 6 passing with 2 interceptions. It is a play-action fake. Good coverage downfield. Armstrong threw it away, being pretty close to a receiver, but it's incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
A lot of pressure that time by Van Manen and Menke.
So it's 3rd and 10. North Polk is 1 of 5 on 3rd down tries. See if the Dutch defense can hold with 44.6 seconds remaining here until the halftime break.
Yeah, I really don't want them to score, but I'd much rather have a field goal than a touchdown. So let's hold this one here and let them try the field goal. Maybe the quarterback's the place kicker too. I don't even know.
He is not. Liam Triplett is the kicker. And in motion, and off goes. Decent
5
gain,
yards.
5 yards for Carson Reinhardt.
So they're probably going to let the clock run all the way down and then call a timeout.
I don't think Pella's going to argue. Considering how bad that turnover was for the Dutch right there. To give up just 3 points is a pretty good stand if the field goal's even made here. So I think Pella's more than satisfied, Randy, to let this clock run down.
Oh,
to
certainly.
4 seconds.
Yeah. I'm ecstatic that we didn't give up a touchdown. So
well, the field goal team is out here. They're kind of running on.
Well, they got a timeout left. Aren't they going to call it with like 2 seconds left? Yeah, the coach is calling it now.
Maybe try to see if they can get the Dutch to jump off sides there as well with some of the chaos. But
I mean, this is still a 32-yard field goal from the left hash mark, so it's not a slam dunk.
Another Pella Motors timeout where you'll drive away happy. That is the Pella Motors guarantee. So 2.3 seconds remaining. Pella with a 9-0 lead. I guess we won't have another 10-3 game, Randy. We can guarantee that.
You can guarantee that at this point. You're right.
Could be a 9-3 game.
I hope it's 9-0 game.
Well, if you're going to have a field goal, this is a pretty good spot near the center of the field.
Yeah, they are inside the hash. I thought they were on the hash, but they're a little bit inside the hash. Still, though, it's like I said, it's not a slam dunk. I don't know how old this kicker is. He's not a real big guy.
Well, they're set up in field goal formation. Ramey is back deep in case of some kind of fake, I guess. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up.
Wide right.
Leg.
Wide right.
No good. Wide right. Just pushed it the entire way. And so we go to Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show with the Dutch and a 9-0 lead over North Polk. The Pella Marching Dutch. When we come back, you're listening to Pella High Football, powered by Bank Iowa on FM, KRLS 2 at KNIA-KRLS.com, and watching on Pella Dutch Live.
Rev up your ride with unbeatable deals at PellaMotors.com. We're dealing so you can drive away happy. Don't miss out on our incredible offers on Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram. Find your perfect ride at PellaMotors.com.
Are you thinking about replacing your worn-out floor covering? Are you remodeling or building a new home? If you said yes to any of the above, then come see us at Bruxford's Home Center in Pella. We carry flooring from nearly a dozen different brands, everything from plush carpet to tile, hardwood, laminate, and more. We'll help you pick out your new flooring, and our experienced installers will make it look great. Stop in today at Bruxford's Home Center, 405 Truman Road in Pella.
As the leaves fall and temperatures drop, make sure your home stays cozy with Vanderlinden Services, your York certified dealer. Our expert technicians ensure your furnace is ready for winter's chill. Schedule a tune-up today and enjoy peace of mind all season long. Call me, Austin Vanderlinden, at 641-780-0193 to schedule an appointment, or visit vanderlindenservices.com. Stay warm with York. Stay confident with Vanderlinden Services, the best for the job.
Hey Dutch fans, just dropping in real quick to let you know that the KNIA KRLS Home Shopping Extravaganza is coming up September 23rd through the 25th. If you've never participated before, this is a great time to start. We have over $200,000 worth of merchandise from great local businesses in Pella, Marion County, and the surrounding areas. Check out KNIA-KRLS.com for all the details. Then join us September 23rd through the 25th for the Home Shopping Extravaganza, where you can buy stuff at a discount.
The signals on the car go blink, 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 blink. The signals on the car go blink, blink, blink at Central Tire and Auto.
We all share the road, so if your turn signals are burned out, stop into Central Tire and Auto and get them fixed. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, full mechanical work on your vehicle, and the little things like new turn signals. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. Everybody now.
Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. The Pella Marching Dutch about to take the field. A reminder, their community performance tomorrow at 8 o'clock, but you'll get to see it right here on Pella Dutch Live. A little audio check here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your Marching Dutch.
Presenting for you their fall 2025 musical program entitled To Hold Back the Sea. Drum majors Josie Bull, Liam Olivon, Ben O'Halloran, and Sibley Roten. Is your band ready? Marching Dutch, the field is yours!
When I held back the sea, I was an ornery child, and the sea was always calling me, distracting me, and enticing me, and I was always in trouble because of it. Until one day, the sea changed me. we celebrated. I changed, but the sea would always be my home. From then on, I would always be known as the boy who held back the sea.
Well, if you missed that, you'll get to see it again tomorrow night, right back here at 8 o'clock. This time, same location. The Community Impact Performance for the Pella Marching Dutch. And then in 1 week's time, next Saturday, the Pella Marching Dutch Invitational. Our halftime show rolls on, presented by Central Tire and Auto. Pella 9, North Polk 0. We'll have your first half stats and more when we come back here on KRLS 2 and Pella Dutch Live.
At Ork Ford Lincoln, we're joining in Ford's quest to conduct the world's largest dealer food drive. From now through September 25th, our goal is to fill a Ford truck and collect 400 pounds of non-perishable food for the Pella Community Food Shelf. The biggest current needs are breakfast favorites, hearty soups, crackers, and pasta. We're proud to partner with Ford in the fight against hunger. Stop by the dealership and make your donation by September 25th. Ork Ford Lincoln, taking care of our community since 1935.
If you have a senior, you know graduation season is here, and you already have enough to do. Let Pella Printing handle the hassle. From custom announcements to banners, yard signs, thank you cards, and more, Pella Printing has everything you need to celebrate your graduate in style. They'll help you create something personal, polished, and professional. Stop in or call today to get started. Pella Printing, where memories are printed and milestones are celebrated. Let Pella Printing help make it unforgettable.
Flu shots are available at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. I'm Jake Heston with Hy-Vee, here to remind you that you can get your flu shot anytime that the pharmacy is open, because there's always a pharmacist on duty to give you the shot. You can check your local Hy-Vee pharmacy hours and complete your vaccine consent form in advance by going to Hy-Vee.com. And when you get your flu shot, make sure to show us your Fuel Saver card, because you'll get 20 cents in fuel savings. Flu shots at your local Hy-Vee.
Randall Roofing is proud to sponsor the Raise the Roof moment of the game.
It's a handoff to Deers on a jet sweep near side. First down, corner, end zone! Touchdown, Pella! Emmanuel Deers, a 12-yard run, and the Dutch strike first in the semifinals.
When you think Randall Roofing, think gutters, maintenance, installation, and repair. We've got your gutters handled too. Randall Roofing, your one-stop shop for roofs and gutters. Find us on socials or visit randallroofs.com.
This is Dr. Tim Yoder, one of the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella, reminding you how important it is to make sure your pet receives a regular wellness exam, just like our local athletes recently received their annual physicals before getting back in action. Schedule a wellness exam today by calling Tri-County Veterinary Clinic at 628-4040, where your pet's good health is our #1 concern.
They're the veterinarians.
Yes, we are. We're the veterinarians.
They do take care of pets because they love them.
Go Little Dutch, go Eagles, and go Dutch.
McCall Monument is the most trusted monument company in Iowa. This is Reed. We have been here helping families get their perfect memorial for over 150 years.
This is Wyatt. We are the monument experts. We don't plan funerals and we don't sell caskets. We are craftsmen with a full-service shop and artists on staff.
I'm Lee. We have a standard here at McCall Monument. In all our years in business, we have never called on a grieving family, and we never will. In your family's time of need, our family is here for you.
Memories become treasure. McCall Monument.
Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show rolls on KRLS 2 and on Pella Dutch Live. Pella 9, North Polk 0. And apologies to those of you on Pella Dutch Live. There was some sort of issue in the technical room and missed the Marching Dutch performance. But if you missed it, they're back here tomorrow, 8 o'clock, here at home. Just come on out to the stadium and enjoy a free performance of one of the best marching bands in the Midwest. Andrew Schneider, Randy Sikkema, Pella, 9-0 lead. Randy, time to go inside the numbers, delivered by Pella Fiber.
Well, and they're good numbers, too, so let's do that. For North Polk, Armstrong, the quarterback, was 3 of 8 passing for 15 yards, including 2 interceptions. Harris had 1 catch for 12 yards, leading the way. On the ground, Reinhardt had a pretty good first half on the ground. 13 carries, 67 yards. That's like a 5-yard average. That's a good half. Armstrong 1 for 5, Heitzman 2 for 2. So they had 74 yards rushing. Total offense of 89 yards in the first half. Great job by the Dutch defense. For the Dutch offense, Manning at quarterback, 14 of 17 passing for 148 yards and a touchdown. Deers led the way receiving, 7 catches for 89 yards, including the touchdown. Vandenbroek 4 catches for 45 yards. Stepflug 1 for 12, and DeHeist 2 catches for 2 yards. Simpson also had one throw for a pick. On the ground, Deers 10 carries, 38 yards. Manning 3 carries, 22 yards. So we had 60 yards rushing, 208 yards of offense for the Dutch to 89 for North Polk. And Pella gets the ball first to start the third quarter. Well, at least they received the kickoff to start the third quarter.
Inside the Numbers is delivered by Pella Fiber, where every home gets a gig. Join today at PellaFiber.com. Special recognition going on the field right now as the special summer, the greatest summer in Pella High School program history and one of the greatest ever in state history. The Pella Dutch softball and baseball teams sweeping the 2025 championships, and the good portion and good representation of those champions out here on the field tonight. Your Pella baseball and your football teams, or baseball and softball teams, were your double Dutch Dream state champions. One of the most hectic weeks I'll ever have on planet Earth as I was moving out of my old house that same week and made an extremely memorable time. Obviously, been a long time coming for a lot of people in our community. Our summer sports maybe don't get the same kind of love oftentimes, being buried in what is an awesome program, and both really ahead of the pack this year in 2 very different ways, Randy. The Cinder Pella story with the Dutch underdogs, and then, of course, the baseball team had that group of Dutch dozen seniors that were years in the making for that title run.
And they were essentially ranked number 2 all year long in the state anyway, so it was not a real – I mean, it's great that they got to the championship game and won it, but it wasn't a shock like it was for the softball team that was unranked all year long.
And beat the 3 best pitchers ERA-wise in the state at state to do it. So.
Yeah, and Carlisle to get there.
Yeah, it was a wild run for both the Dutch boys and girls of summer, and it's hard to believe it's been so many weeks since then. It's been almost 2 months since the remarkable week for the Dutch, and we're off to an incredible start. David Bushka and I had our Coach's Corner interview. Girls tennis ranked 2nd in the state. Volleyball ranked 2nd in the state. Girls cross country ranked 1st in the state, 7th nationally. Boys cross country ranked 1st, and no official pullout for football yet, but several have Pella in the top 3.
First or second in boys cross country?
Second.
Yeah, you said first.
Sorry, second.
Gilbert might argue with you on that one.
Not a lot of Gilbert fans probably watching tonight. But.
No, probably not. And technically, it depends which service you're looking at. Bound has the football team ranked 2nd.
So plenty of teams that are enjoying a special run after a special summer here at Pella High School. Have more of our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show when we come back after this here on KRLS.
Adding on an addition, building a new shop, or a new home, let our team at Centerpoint Electric get in on the planning process before weather shuts things down for the winter. We're here to help with any electrical project you have, big or small. We will create a customized plan just for you, from the placement of outlets and switches to sizing the circuits correctly. Our thorough approach ensures that your electrical system will meet your needs. Check us out online at centerpoint-electric.com. We're wired for excellence.
When your roof leaks, siding fades, or windows stick, finding the right contractor can feel overwhelming. At Encore Roofing and Construction, we cover it all so you can get back to the things you enjoy most. Upgrade your roof and home exterior with a process that won't leave you hanging at a price that won't break the bank. Visit EncoreRoofing.com and try our instant estimator for a roof quote in 1 minute. That's ENCOR Roofing.com. Or call me, Dave Hopkins, at 641-629-1451. Experience the Encore difference today.
Thinking about a job at Vermeer? Our training team wants to set you up for success.
Jeremy trains our new welding team members.
We have multiple people that start here with zero weld experience, and they end up being very successful after they go through our weld training program. But when you have no weld experience, it's a 3-week program, and there's a lot of information, so you really need to have a commitment to learn and to grow in that 3 weeks.
Start the search for your career at Vermeer by visiting VermeerJobs.com.
Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show rolls on. Time for our second half adjustments drawn up by the gurus of garage doors at the Young Door Service. Pella's a couple of miscues away, Randy, from having complete control of this game, but they've controlled it. It's got to be a lot more of the same here in the second half.
Yes, it does. We can't let the foot off the pedal, as they say. We missed an extra point. We were down on the 15, ready to score again, and didn't get anything out of it. We almost gave away 3 points there at the end of the half, but luckily they missed their kick. So could be a lot better, but it could be a lot worse. So we're gonna take it at this point, and I'd like to see a nice solid drive here to start this third quarter.
Your second half adjustments are drawn up by the gurus of garage doors. Be sure to check them out at their showroom on Roosevelt Road next to Pella Christian High School.
We're the gurus of garage doors, the Young Door Service in Pella.
And this will wrap up our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. For tires, front end work, there no appointment oil change and full mechanical work. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. Pella 9, North Polk 0 as William Shuknek back deep to return here for the Dutch. He's been kind of a revelation here, Randy, for this team, and has had some big returns so far through the first 3 games.
He really has. He's played excellently. He's played some linebacker, too, and done a nice job. And just as a sophomore, he's having a really good season already.
Well, we'll call this a urgent situation here presented by Pella Regional Health Center. If you need urgent health care today, be seen today by their trained team at their walk-in clinics in Pella, Knoxville, or Ottumwa. Visit PellaHealth.org for hours and wait times. This drive, critical, Randy. If Pella goes down and scores here, that could be the ballgame.
Well, yeah.
Could be. I say could.
It could be.
With how well Pella's defense has played, a 2 or possible 3-score
Short
lead
kick.
if they go for 2. Yeah, I think avoiding Shuknek. It's Riker Branderhorst at the 20-yard line. Won't have too much space, but he does get Pella up ahead to the 31-yard line.
Yep, good
What
start.
I mean by that, Randy, is Pella's given up 5 points a game so far. They're 3-0.
No, I know.
I feel like 16
I'm
or
not
17
arguing.
points could be it.
Yeah, and the way our defense plays, and especially if we burn some chunk of clock on this first drive, too, to even shorten the game more. So I think we had North Polk 1 for 6 on third downs, right, in the first half.
Yeah.
So that's another leading indicator for the defensive work.
1st and 10. Emmanuel Deers in the backfield with Michael Manning. 11:53 to start the third quarter. Pella 9, North Polk 0. Pella on the far hash working left to right to start the third quarter. Handoff goes to Deers. He'll try the right side. Has some space, 35. Up ahead of the 38-yard line over the right side.
Yeah, we started the game off with several runs, and then we had some success on third down, getting some passes down, and we opened up the passing game even more, and they weren't covering the underneath man very well early on. We got some short passes in the flat that got big gains, and we really spread their defense out by putting 5 wides on each play, and then the middle of the field opened up running. So
Midtown Tire and Auto Spot instant radio updates. PCM 23, Pella Christian 20. That's a good one at the half over in Eagle Lane. Also Norwalk 32-0 over Ames. Fairfield 20, Knoxville 3, second quarter there. Man in motion across the formation for Manning. Handoff goes to Deers. Big hole, 40, 45-yard line before he's hit down by 3 or 4 linebackers. They'll give him the 44 on the play, so he gets 6 more and a Dutch first down. 13 first downs for the Dutch now through a minute here in the third quarter.
And how many for North
4.
Polk?
That telling the tale on the game. Pella would love to convert that to more points here.
Another leading indicator, yeah. The stats were far more lopsided than the 9-0 score would indicate, both offensively and defensively.
1st and 10, 3 receiver set for Manning. Tight end left side of the formation. Deers his third try. Gets ahead of steam to midfield. He's into North Polk territory to the 49-yard line. Palmer Hemming.
Clear 20 yards away from the play.
Was kind of tied up with a North Polk defender. 7 more yards for Deers. Well, Pella way ahead of the sticks here. 2nd and 3 at the North Polk 49-yard line. Pella 9, North Polk 0.
When you're when you're the center and you're 20 yards away from the ball, you're doing a good job, right?
Three receiver set again for Michael Manning. Shotgun snap. Handoff goes to Emmanuel. Delayed handoff. He gets the first down and more. He's on to the races at the 35. Breaks a couple tackles down inside the 30. He was stuck in a sea of white jerseys, Randy, and then all of a sudden, like a torpedo, found his way down to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him – is that what they're giving him? Okay, so 21 yards on that one.
89 yards unofficially on 15 carries, and Emmanuel Deers has had all 5 touches on this series so far, 3 first downs to show for it. 1st and 10 Dutch, a 9-0 lead over North Polk. They're in scoring territory at the 28-yard line of the Comets. I'll just keep going to the well. This time Deers looked a little gassed on that one and fell ahead for maybe a yard.
I was going to say, he got some rest at halftime, and so did the offensive line, but that's okay. Keep the clock ticking, and 2nd and 9. See what we do here. They didn't give him a whole lot on that one, did they?
No. 9.5 to go. 2nd and we'll call it 10, maybe 9.5. Either way, just ahead of the original line of scrimmage.
Taking a little more time in the huddle this time. Catch your breath.
North Polk defense has been on the field a ton. Maybe the Pella coaching staff keeps time of possession, but it has been lopsided one way. As Manning keeps it the right side, he's got space at the 25-20. He's inside the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone to the 17-yard line.
First down. Give him 11. Faked him out. It was handoff, fake handoff to Deers, and all the defense bid on it. Manning kept it around the right side, and the cornerbacks had to take him down.
All run plays here after Pella threw the ball 18 times in the first half. They get 17 times in the first half. It's been all run plays here on this series. 1st and 10 Dutch at the 17-yard line. In the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone, Manning, blitz coming. Handoff goes to Deers. He'll take some defenders with him down to the 14. Clock chewing away here. Pella receiving the opening half kickoff for already 3.5 minutes on the game clock and counting into this one. 2nd and 7 at the 14.
Again, like we pointed out, we wanted points. We still want points because we don't have them yet. But if we could choose 6 minutes, cut the clock in half in this third quarter and get a touchdown, that would be amazing.
Pella taking their time up to the line of scrimmage. Manning keeps it left side, jukes ahead inside the 10 and down to the 9. 3rd and short coming after a gain of 5.
I don't know if that's a read option or that's the actual play, but it worked well. Went off the left guard, and the offensive line did a nice job setting up a hole for him. Get 5 on that one.
3rd and 2. Pella is 1 of 5 on 3rd down tries.
Definitely 4-down territory. I don't see us kicking a field goal here.
7:42 and counting.
Unless this is a negative play. Wildcat.
Deers has it left side, and he got met in the backfield. It was a negative play.
It was. Lost a yard.
North Polk that time. And again, the Wildcat, what that does, Randy, and I know it has it's had its effective moments, but it spells out exactly what Pella's doing with the football.
Pretty much. We haven't run anything else but. Yeah, you're right. It goes to Deers and he runs every time.
4th and 3, and for now, Pella will keep the offense on the field. A 9-0 lead. Clock is running, 7:10 to go here in the third quarter. Pella with a 9-0 edge over North Polk. Comets trying to get a huge stop here. Pella 1 of 2 on 4th down tries.
See what the formation is here. We got to hustle up to the line. It's under 10 seconds.
I imagine Pella may take a timeout here. They won't. 3 seconds on the play clock. They get it off quickly. Manning rolls out to his right, throws to the end zone, knocked away. Incomplete. Talon Checkenbeck knocks it away. Incomplete. 4th down stop again in the red zone. So Pella now, Randy, with a red zone interception and a red zone turnover on downs.
Intended for DeHeis. He kind of had a little bit of an opening, but good defensive play basically by the defensive back to knock that down.
I really think it's all hindsight now. Pella should have taken the timeout. They rushed to the line. They got the snap off super quick.
I thought they should have just ran it. I thought Manning, even after the play started, I thought he should have ran for the first down. But
either way, it's another missed opportunity for the Dutch. Still a 9-0 lead. 3 receivers far side for Armstrong. So far, the Comets haven't been able to take advantage, but we'll see if that changes here. Handoff over the right side, not much, maybe 2 for
They continue to run up the middle with – the guy did have 5-yard average in the first half, but –
Midtown Tire and Auto Spot instant radio update. Fairfield 28, Knoxville 3, Norwalk 39, Ames 0 in the second quarter there up in the home of Iowa State University. 2nd and 8 from the 12.
That's a running clock.
This North Polk offense has been stopped so far. See what Pella's defense can do again here. Man in motion is Burke. This time Armstrong keeps it, and he's met in the backfield by Van Manen, and then another host of defenders behind him.
He didn't ever blow a whistle. Did you hear a whistle? I never
did
heard
not,
a whistle.
no. He'll lose a yard on the play. Just a second carry for the quarterback, Armstrong. So try to take a book there out of Pella's playbook, right? That little quarterback read option, and Pella read the option play there. 3rd and 9. North Polk is 1 of 6 on third down tries. They're backed up deep at their own 11-yard line.
And they haven't had a real deep punt either on any of their punts. So
it feels like another urgent situation presented by Pella Regional Health Center. Pella trying to reset the defense here. Rex Ramey looks back at the sideline. Well, they had the overload on one side, and now they've adjusted on the motion. Blitz is coming. Armstrong, plenty of time to throw. He'll find his man over the middle, caught at the 24-yard line. Carter Harris with a second reception up to the 25. 14 yards and a North Polk and a much-needed first down for the Comets. That time, Randy, they picked up the edge blitz. It was a delayed blitz, and then plenty of time for Armstrong to find the man coming through that zone defense.
It was a delayed blitz, you're right.
Play action to Reinhardt. Throw over the middle again. Burke is loose at the 40, and he's gone. 50, 40, 30-yard line. Touchdown, North Polk, it looks like. Ramey's not going to get him.
75 yards.
Just a simple slant route, Randy, is all it took, and Burke had a step on his defender, and there was no one to get him after that.
What a turn of events. I mean, we were just dominating this game, and twice in the red zone with no points, and now it's potentially a 2-point game.
Yeah, they're definitely going to go for the one here, too, because then it means a field goal could take the lead at some point. So, Randy, Pella took nearly 6 minutes off this third quarter clock, came up with no points because of the issues they had before that fourth down snap, and it took North Polk 4 plays, and it's a 2-point game. With 4:57 remaining here in the third quarter, a big play bomb Armstrong to Bryce Burke. And the Comets back within 2, 9-7 live on KRLS 2 and Pella Dutch Live in our Encore Roofing and Construction radio broadcast booth.
Mike at Langstrad Auto Body. It's deer season again, and I know from experience that whether you're in your car or in the timber, there's one out there with your name on it. They always say if a deer jumps out in front of you, aim right at it. The good and bad of that is that some of you will be visiting your local meat locker, and the rest will be visiting us at Langstrad Auto Body. Whether it's a deer or some unfortunate accident, you know that Langstrad Auto Body is there for you with a lifetime written warranty and satisfaction 100% guaranteed. Langstrad Auto Body, where you don't have to look for a quality repair.
Harvest season is a busy time on farms, but don't overlook safety in the rush. Dozens of farm workers are killed by electrocution each year when farm machines make contact with overhead power lines. Take note of electrical lines and moving equipment, like portable grain augers and large combines. Make sure everyone who works on the farm knows the location of power lines and keeps farm equipment at least 10 feet away. Looking out for you, we're Pella Cooperative Electric.
Shine as one.
Kickoff here is short, and we'll check up into the end zone after it takes a good North Polk hop. 4:57 remaining, 9-7. It just took Randy 2 key plays here in the second half. Really, the 3rd and 2 play for Pella went backwards. It made 4th down a lot harder on that series in the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. Turnover on downs, and then 4 plays later, Randy, they got the 3rd down conversion, and then next play, a huge home run hit as Burke on the slant route came open. And 75 yards later, it's just a 2-point game.
Well, they had in over 3.5 quarters, they had 100 yards of offense, and they got 75 more on one play. So kind of a fluke, but that kid's talented, and so we had to tackle him, and we didn't.
That's the first touchdown Pella's given up since the third quarter against Ballard. Griffin Simpson in at quarterback as Emmanuel Deers has it up to the 28-yard line. I think what's so frustrating for Pella, Randy, is they've had, 4 series in the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone, and they've got 9 points to show for it. That's just not enough. And that's on the offense. They threw the interception on that first series halfway through the second quarter. That took momentum out of Pella's sails, and then to drive, Randy, 5 minutes plus and come up with no points.
6, yeah. It was like 6 minutes and 12 seconds when we got stopped.
Well, good news is Pella does have the ball, 2nd and 2, with a 9-7 lead over North Polk, 4:18 to go third quarter. Simpson has 3 receivers in the set. At tight end is Austin Schulte. And off goes to Deers. He's got the first down and more, 35 to the 39-yard line.
Well, let's keep going. Let's get our points now then. We asked for it on the first drive, but let's get it on this drive.
20 carries unofficially for 111 yards for Emmanuel Deers. That's Pella's 16th first down of this game. I think that's the thing, Randy. 16 first downs, 111 yards rushing, 149 yards passing, almost 300 yards of total offense, but only 9 points to show for it.
I know. That's frustrating.
See if Simpson can keep this offense going. This time he'll look to pass near side to DeHeis. Caught at the 39, and he's up to the 44.
Nice yards after catch. Good block by Vandenbroek. Give him 5.
Simpson with his first completion of the night. He's thrown an interception in this one as well. That came back in the second quarter. 2nd and 5. Pella has it at their own 44-yard line, up 9-7 over North Polk. 3:35. Clock is stopped after DeHeis went out of bounds. Stefflug, the receiver, far side. Vandenbroek and DeHeis on the near side for Manning. Or excuse me, check that. Simpson still as Deers gets a handoff left side. He's met near the line of scrimmage. He'll fall ahead for maybe 2. They'll spot him inside the 45-yard line. 3rd down coming up. This has been the other critical stat, Randy. Pella's got all those numbers, but they're 1 of 6 on 3rd down tries, too.
Yeah, they only gave him a yard on that one, too. But, yeah, I know. We need this one. We need to convert this one right here.
Call this another urgent situation presented by Pella Regional Health Center. 3rd and 4. Pella has to get to their own 49-yard line to keep this series going. They'll stack 4 receivers near side, including Deers in the slot. 5-man rush near side. It's caught by Deers near the sticks. Big hit near the line to gain. He'll be about a yard short, and Deers is slow to get up.
Well, he got tackled by the helmet. Apparently that's legal.
Pella needed 4. They got 3. That sets up 4th and 1 at their own 49-yard line. Now Pella's going to keep the offense on the field for now. This is a huge one.
This is a huge one.
Another urgent situation presented by Pella Regional Health Center. If you need urgent health care today, be seen today at their walk-in clinics in Pella, Knoxville, and Ottumwa. 4th and 1 at their own 48-yard line. Play clock is down to 9. I would be shocked if Pella doesn't take a timeout here. And they will. No, they're quick to the line here. They let him go with no seconds on. It was a wildcat, and they get the first down. The play clock was at 0, and I'm surprised.
No.
It was very much at 0, and Deers ends up getting 5 yards and a Dutch first down.
Well, the rule on television is the referee looks at the clock.
I don't see any
and
frustration
then at the
from North
field.
Polk, I guess. So I saw when I looked over at the snap, there was 0 on the play clock. So Pella gets a huge first down. They're into North Polk territory at the 47-yard line. Pella 9, North Polk 7.
And the clock continues to run.
So Simpson
another
checks
wildcat.
out. Now Simpson's the receiver. If E has a throw in patient run, but they're bottling it up. I get the concept of the wildcat to an extent, but that has been the least effective offensive play Pella's had all night. They've had far more success, Randy, with the quarterback at least diverting some of the eyes of those linebackers. But when they can pin back on E, he's not getting very far. Does keep the clock moving, 2nd and 9.
We got to be setting them up for something else. I mean, they start keying on E and we go some different direction, then we'll get a big gainer.
Now back into a shotgun again, 2nd and 9. Far side to Heiss. It's caught. He's got a blocker in front of him up to the 40.
He's close. He's close, but I don't think he quite made it.
It'll be about a half yard, may give him a full yard shy. Gain of 8, though, on the reception and connection from Simpson to Blake to Heiss.
Yeah, 3 straight completions now for Simpson. So 3rd and a yard, I guess we're going to call it.
Pella is 1 of 7 on 3rd down tries. They're 2 of 3, though, on 4th down. They're at the North Polk 38-yard line.
Another wildcat.
Deers tries the left side. He's loose at the 35, down to the 30. And they'll stop him at the 29-yard line. That was just Pella's offensive line winning the battle there.
So what do we start on? Is that a 9-yarder?
From the 38 down to the 29, so give him 9. 1st and 10 Dutch. Pella up to 18 first downs in this one.
I have unofficially got him at 117 on the ground. End of the quarter.
This will be the end of the quarter. We'll get you a Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard when we come back. In the meantime, Pella driving up 9-7 over North Polk. Live here on KRLS2 and Pella Dutch Live.
National family business in the agricultural sector, we spend every day at Lely in the pursuit of making farmers' lives easier with innovative products and tailored services. We offer solutions for nearly all activities on a dairy farm, from milking and feeding to caring and cleaning. We provide advice on how to intellectually organize a dairy farm with the use of smart management systems. Our vision, along with the needs and demands of our clients, are what drive and inspire us. We're Lely, with our North American headquarters in Pella, and we're proud to be part of the community.
At Pella Real Estate Services, we're a full-service brokerage with 11 licensed agents. Hi, I'm Mike Bukite. If you're needing help finding locations to build your dream home, that perfect hunting acreage, or understanding the true value of land you already own, talk to us about lot, land, and acreage options in the Marion, Mahaska, and Jasper County areas. We can find the right lot, land, or solution in various city or country settings. Start the search today by visiting PellaRealEstateServices.com.
Live inside our Encore Roofing and Construction radio broadcast booth. Encore Roofing and Construction here on KRLS 2. Home of the Instant Estimator, where you can get a quote for your project in just 60 seconds. A game reset wired by Centerpoint Electric, where they're wired for excellence. Pella with a 9-7 lead. The Dutch have been inside the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone 4 times, but have turned it over twice, once on downs and on an interception. Also, the first time, Randy, they were in the red zone, had those 3 penalties in a row, in case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. This very well could be a 24-0 kind of game if Pella converts just a little bit better in the red zone.
Could be 28, actually, if everything went perfectly.
Yeah, but either way, Randy, it feels like this game has been super lopsided. North Polk has one big play, a 75-yard touchdown that came in the third quarter, and that's why it's still a ball game for now.
We're still going Wildcat.
In the backfield, it's Van Vliet with Emmanuel Deers. Left side, 25-20. He's taking tacklers with him down to the 15, make it 14-yard line.
He's just waiting for a little bitty hole to open up on that offensive line. He's busting right through it. Everybody knows he's running it. But
Pella in the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone, 1st and 10, 15 more yards for Emmanuel Deers.
He's
9-7 Dutch lead.
He's going to need a hot tub tonight when this game's over.
Pella maybe really starting to wear down this North Polk defense. Griffin Simpson remains in the game here at quarterback, 2 receivers far side of the formation. Deers tries it right side. He's got a little bit of space, but then met by some linebackers and linemen for maybe 2.
Maybe a couple.
2nd and long coming up. Clock is moving, 11:24 to go. So this is now the 5th time Pella's been in the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. Can they cash in? Do owe you a Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard when we get a chance.
Well, at a minimum, we need a field goal just to make them score a touchdown, but let's get a touchdown. Another Wildcat.
Deers up to 144 yards on 26 carries. He'll get number 27 here, right side, looking for space. Ooh, if he could have bounced it for a second sooner, Randy, or half second sooner, he's gone. He had some space on that left side. The line, Randy, for North Polk collapsed on that right side. Instead, it's just a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, maybe a yard, because it's going to be 3rd and 7.
Pella's 2 of 8 on 3rd down tries.
I'd kind of be leery of throwing the ball down here. We haven't had a lot of success throwing the ball by the end zone.
From the 11-yard line, clock down to 19 seconds on the play clock, 10:22 on the game clock. Pella 9, North Polk 7. 2 running backs in the backfield. This time motion. We haven't seen a lot of that since those false start penalties. Deers gets it left side. He's got blocking in front of him, but tackled from behind. His counterpart, Carson Reinhardt, he's the starting running back, and he chased down Deers from behind and prevented the touchdown.
Got 3, but
and now Deers is up slow and limpy.
It's going to be 4th and 4. Hopefully that's a cramp.
This is a Pella Motors injury timeout where you'll drive away happy. It's a Pella Motors guarantee.
Well, we about have to kick a field goal, don't we?
I would think, well,
it's 4th and 4.
It would force North Polk to have to score the touchdown. In the meantime, let's check the Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard. PCM 30, Pella Christian 20. Gavin Steenhook gets the 3rd return touchdown, or his 3rd touchdown of the night against Pella Christian, opening the 3rd quarter there. Fairfield 28, Knoxville 3. That's in the 36-3 now at the new update there at the end of the second quarter. Norwalk at a 39-0 lead going into the half over Ames. No updates for a while on that Indianola-Newton game. It was last check Newton 21, Indianola 14. That's your Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard. 4th and 4. Pella's at the North Polk 10-yard line. And Niall Rowe is on the field.
He's not in the game, so we're probably kicking a field goal. At least I think it was a cramp. I mean, he's still sitting on the bench, but he walked over on his own power.
Vandenbroek's also here on the sideline. So Rowe looks like he's set to kick this one away. Clock is moving. 9:52 and counting for Rowe. He's 1 of 1 on field goal tries. Did miss a PAT wide right. That's why it's a 9-point game. Anderson the snap. The hold is good. The kick is up. Plenty of leg.
Looked good.
Right down Broadway.
Yep.
With 9:39 to go here in the fourth quarter, Pella forces North Polk to have to take a touchdown to get the lead. 12-7 lead. Live inside our Encore Roofing and Construction radio broadcast booth.
It's Alyssa from American Home Finding Association. Are you pregnant, recently had a baby, or have a child under 5? American Home Finding Association's maternal, child, adolescent health and WIC programs are here for you. With locations in Pella, Albia, Bloomfield, Centerville, Fairfield, Keosauqua, Knoxville, Oskaloosa, Ottumwa, and Sigourney, American Home Finding Association provides a convenient one-stop shop for all your maternal, child, adolescent health and WIC needs. Call us today at 641-682-8784. We look forward to serving you. That's 641-682-8784.
Whoa, boss, how did that happen?
Mind your business.
I mean, how did a forklift make a shish kebab out of our company truck?
I said mind your business, Billy. It's why we have auto owners. We work with an independent agent to customize our policies. So when the unexpected happens, we know we're covered. Because unlike you, minding our business is their business.
Oh, that's simple human sense.
Ask me, Chad Klein, at the Verduff Agency in Pella, if auto owners make sense for you.
Kickoff goes out of bounds. North Polk will have good field position to start here on their offensive series. Pella 12, North Polk 7. We're live in our Encore Roofing and Construction radio broadcast booth. Who's Always Open, presented by Anytime Fitness tonight. Emmanuel Deers, 82 yards receiving on 7 catches, 148 yards on 28 carries, and the lone touchdown for the Dutch in this game. Who's Always Open, presented by Anytime Fitness, the 24/7 gym that fits your lifestyle, your fitness, your way, anytime at Anytime Fitness. So North Polk will take over at their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10, and we'll see what the Dutch defense does after giving up really their first true touchdown of the year. When they were in that Ballard game, Randy, it was a lot of backups that were on the field at that point in time. So still a ball game here. Pella has had 5 trips to the Raceway Tire and Exhaust Red Zone, in case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarian.
Only 12 points to show for it. Meanwhile, North Polk has not been in the red zone except for the interception before the half. They didn't score on it. Handoff left side to the 37-yard line, a gain of 2. Was that Reinhardt?
No, it's Heitzman.
As their backup Heitzman. Of course, Reinhardt had that huge third down tackle of Deers from behind that likely prevented the Dutch from taking a huge lead with that touchdown. Handoff delay here again. Good patience by Heitzman. He'll end up getting 4 yards. He kind of waited for some blocking to develop there after he got the handoff. It sets up 3rd and short.
3rd and 3. Really big play right here.
8:59 in counting. Pella with a 12-7 lead. They've just got to keep the Comets out of the end zone here.
Yeah, I'd prefer they keep them out of a first down right here so we can get the ball back.
They will hand it off again. Oh, it's a fake.
Oh, he was past the line of scrimmage.
But if it's a backwards pass, Randy, it goes to the 50-yard line. That looks like it was backwards. It's technically, I think, a run to Burke.
You're right. But he was 2 yards past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
So Burke ends up, I'm going to call that a carry. That's how it has to work because it was behind the line or head of line of scrimmage. So he'll get to the 49-yard line.
It was an 8-yard play, so who gets it?
Burke, I'm giving him a carry.
Okay.
It's 2 of 8 now. That's North Polk, just their 7th first down of this game. Play action. Pass is caught over the middle. Complete down to the Pella 35-yard line. This North Polk team is starting to find some space. That was number 2, Brady Cathcart, with the reception for 15 yards. Just like that, North Polk's offense starting to wake up here in the fourth quarter. That's why Pella's offense needed to get more points in the red zone in this one. Nothing's over yet, but the Dutch are hanging on by a thread, in part because they couldn't convert on some big opportunities. And now North Polk threatening here at the Pella 34-yard line, down 12-7. Dutch defense still on the field. Armstrong in a shotgun. Stack formation. Play action. Near side. Caught to the 30. Good tackle there. It looks like Emmanuel Deer's back into this game. He makes the stop.
4
reception
yards.
to Carter Harris. They've run the ball well enough, Randy, that Pella is biting a little bit on that play action fake.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. They've done it all game long. They've had far more runs than passes, and you're right. We are biting on it.
2nd and 6 from the Pella 30-yard line.
We need an incomplete pass or a penalty or a sack or something to slow this momentum down.
2 interceptions early for Armstrong. Since those 2 picks, he is 5 of 7 and had obviously that enormous play to Burke as well. Left side, pass complete to the 20. They're in the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone down to the 19-yard line. First down. Who ended up having that, Randy?
That was Armstrong, kept it.
Yep, keeper. Thank you. Momentum here with the Comets, a 12-7 Dutch lead, 7 minutes and counting here in the fourth quarter.
Well, they're famous for just finding a way to win, and they're working on it right now. We got to stop them.
192 yards passing for Armstrong, 15 yards rushing. And off. Big burst up the middle inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line for Carson Reinhardt. Well, got a hurry-up offense here again for North Polk in the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone, 2nd and 4. 6.5 to play. 5-point Dutch lead hanging in the balance here. Quarterback keeper Armstrong inside the 10. He'll have another first down, 1st and goal coming up.
Maybe.
Far side officials already signaling it. That's the only reason why I said that with any confidence. North Polk marching down the field on this normally stout Dutch defense. Pella needs a huge stand right now. 6:18 to go here in the quarter. 1st and goal from the 9. Pella has a 5-point lead, but North Polk is right where they want to be here with a chance to take their first lead in this one. A game that's been dominated by the Dutch yardage-wise, unfortunately hasn't been on the scoreboard. Reinhardt left side, big hole inside the 5. He's down to the 2.
Yeah,
maybe even the 1.
They're making huge holes over there on that left side of the line.
Second and goal from the 2.
Couldn't ask for a fumble, could we, Andrew?
You can ask for a lot of things. It's a matter of if it's going to happen. 2nd and goal from the 2. Armstrong in a shotgun has Reinhardt to his right, now to his left. Pella trying to stack the box here. And off goes to Reinhardt. He walks in untouched. Touchdown, Comets. Boy, North Polk made it look super easy on that drive. 65 yards in a blink.
They sure did. For being dominated almost the entire game, their last 2 drives have looked completely different. I don't know what happened.
Well, North Polk will try for 2 because that would mean that Pella has to get a field goal to tie it. So if Pella can get a stand here, we'll see. 1 tight end in the formation, up back here as well for Armstrong. Pass near side to Burke, and he gets into the end zone, touchdown. Or 2 points, good. Bryce Burke makes it a 3-point game. There's a late flag on the far sideline. Hold on here, folks.
That's a dead ball. It'll be unsportsmanlike, I think, on North Polk. Taunting. 65 came over here and taunted.
Well, we'll get the official call here. Play stands, I believe. They actually call that on Burke. Well, it gives Pella potentially a short field here. We'll see how it all shakes out. We'll step aside for a commercial timeout. North Polk 15, Pella 12.
Hey there, pet lovers. Looking for a tail-wagging good time? Introducing Pella Pet's self-service dog wash station. Treat your furry friend to a spa day they deserve and say goodbye to messy baths at home. A clean pup gets all the love and cuddles. It's a fact. Come on down to Pella Pets and give your best friend's best friend the pampering they need. Your fresh-smelling home and your dog's happiness starts here at Pella Pets.
General Surgery at Knoxville Hospital and Clinics provides outpatient and inpatient surgical services right here in our community. Our surgical and endoscopy suites are designed for a wide range of procedures and equipped with advanced technology to meet your needs. Services include appendectomies, gallbladder removal, biopsies, hernia repair, colonoscopies, procedures for abdominal or digestive conditions, and more. Knoxville Hospital and Clinic shares this information as part of our commitment to community health. Learn more at knoxvillehospital.org.
So the 15-yard penalty, North Polk kicks from their own 25-yard line. Shuknek will get to return this from his 20. Has some blocking. Burst of speed, far sideline to the 40. Stiff arm. 45 into North Polk territory at the 45-40. Knocked out of bounds there. Huge return, no flags. William Shuknek gets the Dutch set up in prime territory, 1st and 10.
Man, has he done a good job returning kicks so far this year. That was well blocked as well by the return team, but and North Polk has a player down. So that 15-yard penalty really hurt him.
Yeah, we do have a Pella Motors injury timeout, a 43-yard return according to Trevor Castle. So, yeah, from his own 20 all the way down to the 37-yard line.
We need to get a touchdown, though.
Yeah, 5:14 to go here in the fourth quarter. Pella has it. We'll see who comes in. It looks like Michael Manning will be the quarterback on this series.
Well, I would assume we'll have a bunch of running plays again. That's been working. It also would run the clock down to prevent them from having any time left.
In case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Pella at 9-0. They've been in the red zone offensively 5 times and have just 12 points to show for it. Turnover on downs and an interception, a missed point after try as well in this one. That's in case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarian.
Tire instant radio update. PCM 30, Pella Christian 27, 10-12 to go in the third.
That's a barn burner over there.
Fairfield 36, Knoxville 3 at the half. Also the latest couple scores we have coming in. So, as it stands, 15-12, North Polk leads. Pella, though, could make up for all the miscues they've had on offense in this one and have an opportunity to take the lead. This is a lengthy timeout here on the far sideline.
I'm not sure who it is that's injured, but he was laying face down after the kick return.
Got a couple coaches to a knee over there as well. Player is up for now, but no weight on the leg of whoever that is.
Limping on his right side. Maybe it's a cramp, but
looks like Ben Glasgow, maybe number 10. I don't want to say that without being official, but it looked like a 10 is what we could see. We're pretty far away.
We're going to line up in the Wildcat because Manning's over here as a wide receiver.
So Deers has it in a Wildcat formation at the North Polk 37-yard line after a huge return by William Shuknek. Deers will try at the left side. He's hitting the backfield, and he at least salvages the play. May have gotten back to the line for no gain. Well, Pella now starts a series behind the sticks, 2nd and 11 after the spot on that one. Now Manning back in the shotgun. 3 receivers far side of the formation. Vandenbroek and Deers on the near side. Manning, quarterback keeper, sidesteps a couple of linebackers, falls ahead to the 32-yard line, sets up 3rd and manageable.
Got 7.
Pella is just 2 of 9 on 3rd down tries. It's been the story in an otherwise good offensive performance here for Pella. Down 15-12, 4:20 and counting.
I guess make it 6 because it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 from the North Polk 32-yard line. Empty backfield again for Manning. Blitz is coming. Far side for Deers. Trying to find that screen play, and it's not working. Loss of a yard, maybe 2. North Polk saw that coming about 3 miles away, and a loss of 3 on 4th down, or 3rd down. Well, another urgent situation presented by Pella Regional Health Center. 4th and 7. Clock is moving with 3:43 to go. Pella can't afford to take too much time here. They have all 3 timeouts, but you still need some time on the other side here if you're not going to convert. Manning has it 4th and 7. 4 receiver set. Blitz is coming. Throw over the middle. Pass is caught by DeHeis at the 20.
Wow.
And he's taken down to the 18-yard line.
Wow.
One-on-one coverage. What a throw by Manning.
What a throw and what a catch. That took some guts. That was a 34-yard line to the
16
16-yarder.
Drive and game stays alive here for the Dutch. 21st down tonight, 3:16 and counting in the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone at the 18-yard line. They're in range to tie it now, Randy, but they want to win.
Yes.
Deers looking for an edge on the left side. Tries to find some blocking. Cuts up field inside the 15 and lunges forward to the 11.
He's going to give it 110% for sure on here on out. So
well, there's still a lot of time left here
give
for
him
Pella.
7 on that one.
Dutch can take their time now and hope to see if they can force some North Polk timeouts here. 2nd and 3 coming up from the 11-yard line. Pella has a 15-12 deficit. 2:40 to go here in the 4th quarter. They're in the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone at the 11, trying to get the go-ahead touchdown here.
Well, let's get the first down first.
Manning in the gun with 2 running backs in the formation. 2 tight ends as well.
All the tight ends are out there, yeah.
Deers takes a pile with him inside to the first down marker. He's right past the line again to the 7. Manuel Deers is going to need a day off tomorrow.
It's a film day tomorrow.
31 carries, 8 receptions for Deers. 1st and goal Dutch, 2:08 and counting. Pella can afford to take a little more time off the clock here if they want.
Come on, guys. O-line, do your job. You've been doing it all night.
Manning in a shotgun, 3 receivers and a tight end for Manning. Manning keeps it, space up the middle. He's inside the 5, down to the 3, and that's not a bad thing for...
Well, I don't think he got the 3, but he got the 5.
Either way, though, Randy, it forces a timeout. He gets a gain of 3, and it forces a North Polk Pella Motors timeout with 1:48 to go here. 2nd and goal from the 5 coming up. Pella down 15-12. Midtown Tire Instant Radio updates. PCM 37, Pella Christian 27. 4.5 to play in the 3rd there. Newton 21, Indianola 14, end of the 3rd quarter. Newton with the football and driving in that one. You're listening to Pella High Football, powered by Bank Iowa on the KRLS2 stream, and watching along tonight on Pella Dutch Live, your video presentation brought to you by Pella Family Dentistry. We're in our Encore Roofing and Construction radio broadcast booth. Already had our first Randa Roofing Raise the Roof moment of the game. We'll see if we come up with another one. Pella down by 3, but they have it 2nd and goal at the 5. Every little advantage matters. Not that you want to score at some point, Randy, no doubt. But if you go down again just at the 1-yard line or something.
No. If you got a chance at a touchdown,
right,
you take it.
I'm not saying intentionally. I'm saying if they get knocked down, it's not the end of the world. Just need positive yardage.
Right. We need, and obviously no turnovers.
Now we're to the Wildcat formation. Schulte in the backfield with Van Vliet to block. 2 receivers near side, including Manning.
Looks like we're going left, doesn't it?
That's where Deers is going. He hits the hole hard. He gets down to the
3.
Give him the 2 or the 3, somewhere between there. Short gain, but as I said, Burns another Pella Motors timeout here where he'll drive away happy from North Polk. 1:44 to go here in the 4th. Now Pella definitely wants to score on 3rd and goal from about the 3.
Would you put the football down so we know where we are?
We are at the 3-yard line.
At the 3.
Pella working right to left here in the 4th quarter. Can the Dutch take the lead here? Now the other...
What if they go to 4th and 1?
Yeah. Well, the field goal is there to take the tie.
Yeah.
Not saying it's the right decision, but it's there. Well, a lot will depend on, I think, what happens here on 3rd down. If they get to the 1, I say you go for the touchdown.
Me
but if
too.
you're a little further back, you maybe just try to tie the game. Regardless, North Polk will have about 1:40 with the football.
We're going Wildcat.
Pella just going to try and outwill North Polk here at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. Pella down by 3, 15-12 to North Polk here in the 4th quarter, 1:46 to go.
Go right up the middle.
Deers tries it, and he bowls his way. Where's the spot? Far sideline. They'll say just short of the goal line at the 1. And that'll take North Polk's final timeout.
Or less. I'm not sure. It looked like he landed in the end zone, but.
Well, I've known Ben Ballard a long time. He's now the head coach of this football team. The former head coach is right over there to our left. I'm going to get the stinking suspicion. My gut, Randy, says.
Everybody's looking at Jay up here in the booth.
I think they're going for it. I can't hear him, but Trevor Castle's having a nice reaction to it. So I'm going to guess, Randy, I think the Dutch are going for it. They got all 3
would.
timeouts.
I mean, it's non-district,
Yeah.
so
Well,
theoretically it doesn't matter.
And you have all 3 timeouts.
Right.
So you have them pinned back at their own 1-yard line, so they're in trouble. You could get a safety. There's a lot of things
They
going.
might just take an intentional safety is what they might do.
Yeah, then give themselves more space. So in the meantime, Pella has it. 4th and goal from the 1. Pella Regional getting their money's worth. Urgent situation here. Ball game.
Who can get a yard? That's what it comes down to. Who can get a yard?
4th and 1 at the 4th and goal, I should say, from the 1-yard line. Wildcat formation for the Dutch. Manning all by himself on the near side. I don't think there's any trickeration. This is a Pella Motors timeout here for the Dutch. Coach Ballard wants another 30 seconds to think about this one. He'll drive away happy. It's the Pella Motors guarantee. Battle of the wills here.
Yeah, you got to pick a hole. Which gap are you going for?
I'd almost like Michael in the backfield to at least make him an option. In the sense of you probably want to put the ball in Deer's hands, but with Michael back there, at least makes him think about, if he could keep it himself, is all I'm saying.
Well,
because we don't have anything under center.
I'm not a coach, and I didn't stay at a Holiday Inn last night.
No.
But if he's out, why is he out there if he's a wide receiver?
Yeah.
Put another tight end in.
Yeah, if we're going to do this, we might as well just
put the student body in front of him.
Any number 56, get some big jerseys out there and see if you can push the pile. But he's out there.
I mean, what would be cool is if you throw it to him for a touchdown.
And maybe that's what we're seeing here.
But they got a defender on him. They're not letting him stand out there all by himself.
Coach McKinstry in the booth next to us says, just go with E and see if he can fight for a yard. 4th and goal from the 1. Pella down by 3. E fighting, hitting the backfield, lunges ahead, he's in! 6 for the Dutch, touchdown Pella. Emmanuel Deers from 1 yard out. Pella takes the lead late 4th quarter.
Man.
Another Randall Roofing raise the roof moment of the game. When the moment arises, it's time for a new roofer. Gutters, think Randall Roofing. Emmanuel Deers, and he was hitting the backfield.
He was hitting the backfield. It didn't look like he was going to get there, but he used his strength and determination to get that yard. Man alive, what an effort.
PAT try coming. It's a big one because that would force North Polk to have to get the touchdown.
Right.
Pella, by the way, today 4 of 5 on 4th down tries. It has been a wonky game statistically, and there's the PAT.
It has been wonky. That's a good way to describe it.
1:35 to go here in regulation. Pella takes the lead, 19-15. North Polk will get a chance to win it with no timeouts coming up here in our Encore Roofing and Construction radio broadcast booth.
School year, and we couldn't be more excited to welcome students back into the buildings at Pella Community Schools.
We encourage you to take an active role in your child's education. Ask them questions about their day. Be curious and take an interest in what they're learning. Stay in contact with your students' teachers and attend conferences so they can keep you updated.
It's going to be another great school year. Thank you for all that you do for your students to help make Pella Community Schools a place where we can prepare everyone to learn, lead, and achieve.
As you're planning or even dreaming about that next big project, make sure to talk to the gurus of garage doors at DeYoung Door Service in Pella. A new garage door can give your home a spectacular new look. And if you're thinking about building a new house, the garage door can be a centerpiece of your masterpiece. Get started planning today and stop by their showroom at 908 Roosevelt Road in Pella.
Hi, this is Kurt DeYoung. We specialize in sales, installation, and service of garage doors. We're the gurus of garage doors. DeYoung Door Service in Pella.
Pella takes a 19-15 lead after the fourth down conversion. Pella, Randy, I have unofficially 2 of 10 on third down tries, but 4 of 5 on fourth down. Squib kick is eaten at the 28-yard line by North Polk. Comets will have a chance. They've got to go 72 yards in a minute 30.
With no timeouts. Now, the clock stops temporarily when you get a first down. You can go out of bounds, obviously. You could throw a 75-yard slant pattern like they did before. Anything's possible.
1:33 on the game clock. They'll reset a little bit of it. So James Armstrong trying to find North Polk their 4th last-second victory of the season.
I'm surprised we don't have, like, E way deep, like at least at midfield, just in case somebody breaks a tackle. We're only rushing 3, it looks like.
Armstrong keeps it himself, and he meets Nate Warner at the 33-yard line. That'll take a lot of time off the clock here.
Yeah, that will.
2nd and 6.
4-yarder on that one.
Pella will take that trade. It's been about 20 seconds off the clock here, and then some. Handoff goes to Reinhardt. He's all by himself at the 45-yard line. There was a time for that play. They found it. Reinhardt gets into Pella territory at the 48.
19.
Clock is moving with a minute to go here in the fourth quarter. North Polk has 48 yards to get. Play action over the middle, and that is incomplete.
No, they called it.
Caught,
said he caught it.
by Burke.
9 yards.
9-yard gain. That slant route has been lethal in this second half. 2nd and 1. Clock is continuing to run here.
Why are they stopping?
Well, the clock is stopped here.
Well, he must have grounded it because it's 3rd down.
Oh, yeah, they stopped it. He spiked it, thank you.
Because there was some question about whether his knee went down before he spiked it.
2 of 8 is North Polk on 3rd down tries. At the Pella 39-yard line, Pella 19, North Polk 15, 43 seconds to go here.
Well, I'd be shocked if it's anything but a slant to Burke. We got to play the inside of him.
Handoff goes to Reinhardt. He lunges ahead. He may have gotten the yard he needed. He did. First down, Comets. North Polk has it at the Pella 38-yard line. Clock is moving with 37 seconds remaining. They got to go. And we got a whistle, and this will be a runoff. In high school, that has to be?
I don't know how that works in high school.
I believe it's a 10-second runoff
in
here.
the NFL it is, but I don't know that it is in high school.
Coach Bollard's asking about that. So it's a false start, I believe.
Both teams with 5 penalties.
I think they're having that discussion in the Pella Motors officials timeout here. North Polk has no timeouts. It's a motion penalty for sure. Well, there's no runoff here. But they got to get the clock going. 31.3 seconds remaining.
Start the clock.
No, they didn't. Armstrong going for it all. One-on-one coverage. It's caught at the 25-yard line. Schulte making a huge stop at the 24. They're going to say he got out of bounds.
Got 16. Got 16 on it. Just enough for the first down.
Clock stopped with 22 seconds. Now the clock is rolling. North Polk's got to get going. And they'll get a spike off. 16 seconds.
Can you do that from the shotgun?
Well, I think there's a discussion going on here.
I thought that was a penalty. I thought you couldn't spike it from the shotgun.
We got more discussion going on here. I think North Polk thought the guy was out of bounds on the near side, so he was brought down in the field of play by Austin Schulte. So there's 16 seconds left. North Polk's got to get 27 yards to win it here. It's 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass again on the spike.
Yeah, the downs are almost inconsequential now because they only got time for like 2 plays.
Well, and Schulte and Ramey back there are talking about how far back they need to go. 3 down defensive linemen for the Dutch. 2nd and 10. Armstrong to pass.
Holding.
There's a flag
It's holding.
back here. And Armstrong is going to take a lot of time off the clock here to the 16-yard line. Pella may, I guess it'll stop the clock. You'll take the holding penalty, no doubt. And that took 8 seconds off the clock.
Well, the right tackle for North Polk grabbed Benny by the shoulder pads and just threw him to the ground.
Well, and the Pella coaches are looking at the clock starting here quickly.
And the clock's going to wind as soon as they put it down.
Second and 20.
This is probably it right here.
8 seconds to go. North Polk has to get 37 yards to win it. Well, and yeah, they're not rolling the clock again on this one either. Coach Bollard's asking for it. He's not getting it. Snap to Armstrong on 2nd and forever. Throw over the middle. That pass is intercepted.
Go down.
Austin Schulte, and there's your dagger. The Dutch are going to knock off North Polk. A walk-off interception for Austin Schulte.
Wow, what a football game.
Pella moves to 4-0, and they'll win the state championship rematch by your very common final score. Pella 19, North Polk 15. Post-game coverage when we come back after this on KRLS 2. We'll keep some of the celebration going and then go to halftime.
On behalf of the Pella Community School District, we thank you for your attendance and support in tonight's game. We ask that you discard all of your trash in the appropriate trash cans. Thank you for coming, and please drive home safely.
If you spent all last winter thinking,
we should have called Van Haften's.
Then listen up. Van Haften Plumbing and Heating and Lennox have 2 great rebate offers just in time for another cold Iowa winter. You can choose up to $1,800 in rebates on the Ultimate Comfort System or get no payments and no interest for 12 months when financing a new Lennox system. This offer is available right now, so call now to get on the schedule. As always, you'll rest easy when you pick up the phone and hear
Van Haften. When you think fall decorating, think Vandenberg's Greenhouse in Albia. Inside or outside, no one can compare to the beautiful fall colors and selections you'll find. Mums of all sizes and colors, Indian corn, pumpkins, gourds. You won't believe the selection of poly outdoor furniture. Concrete lawn decorations and memorial plaques, along with metal yard art, hanging baskets, and more. Check out the new and greatly expanded gift ideas at Vandenberg's Greenhouse, 1405 Highway 5, Albia, just 2 short miles south of Lavilia. Vandenberg's Greenhouse, worth the short drive.
At Integrity Comfort Solutions, we've been your local, trusted experts on new construction, plumbing, heating, and cooling for over 50 years. We're excited to now offer service. Don't let a breakdown disrupt your comfort. Let our expert team get you back on track. Call us at 641-628-4093 or visit integrity-comfort.com and let our experts work for you. Integrity Comfort Solutions. Let's get comfortable.
If you have a senior, You know graduation season is here, and you already have enough to do. Let Pella Printing handle the hassle. From custom announcements to banners, yard signs, thank you cards, and more, Pella Printing has everything you need to celebrate your graduate in style. They'll help you create something personal, polished, and professional. Stop in or call today to get started. Pella Printing, where memories are printed and milestones are celebrated. Let Pella Printing help make it unforgettable.
It's finally time to update your family picture, but what's everybody gonna wear? I'm Michelle Gritters with Lux Photography, and I also have a fashion background and own 9 Lilas Boutique. I'll design a color palette specifically for you and your family so the final portrait makes a statement hanging on your wall. I'll recommend 4 curated colors and suggest fabrics and layers for a coordinated look. Schedule an appointment for your family photo session by going to michellegritters.com, where your story becomes a masterpiece.
If you're looking for big savings every day, it's as easy as ever at Hy-Vee. We've lowered prices on thousands of items throughout the store. From fresh produce to high-quality meats and pantry essentials, our everyday low prices will help you stretch your budget even further. No gimmicks, no hassle. Just everyday low prices on thousands of items throughout the store. Stop and see us at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile, and now even lower prices in every aisle.
Randall Roofing is proud to sponsor the Raise the Roof moment of the game.
They want a deep ball. Mullins at the 30 and a foot race at the 50. Mullins to the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Harry Mullins, 99 yards.
When you think Randall Roofing, think gutters, maintenance, installation, and repair. Randall Roofing, your one-stop shop for roofs and gutters.
Pella and Pella Christian fans, if you need new gear, look no further than Phil Hemming and his team at BSN Sports.
If you have a student at Pella Christian, you probably have gotten an email with a link to our website, but you also have the option, there's some other options outside the web store that they'll personalize gear. I know Pella Christian is actually doing a 365 sideline store this year, something that's going to be open 24/7, 365 for their program, to just give people another option.
BSN Sports, a proud apparel partner of KNIA KRLS Radio.
Pick a card, any card. Right now, at Community First Credit Union, save big when you lock in a low intro rate on select credit cards. Choose between our Flex Rewards, Signature Rewards, or Smart Rate cards, and enjoy a low rate for 12 months on purchases and balance transfers. Plus, each card offers perks like no annual fee and easy-to-use digital banking. Get details and apply at c1stcu.com or at any C First location. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Certain who? Certainly. If you're going to get new shingles, you're going to get Certainteed shingles from Dutch Mill Supply in Pella. Certainteed Roofing offers a wide array of residential roofing shingle options, with profiles as beautiful as they are durable.
Dutch Mill Supply, located in Pella, is your only locally owned, one-stop, full-service lumberyard and building material supplier. My name is Joshua Payne. My staff and I are here daily for professional service from the guy next door. Our product line is diverse, and we'll get you what you need quickly and at a competitive price.
Well, we'll tell our audience all about it as we're back here on KRLS2. Andrew Schneider and Randy Sickema as we get to hear about what's going on with the broadcasters. We're live on KNIA, KRLS Pella 19, North Polk 15. Randy, let's look at our final stats presented by the Verduff Agency.
Okay, for North Polk, Armstrong, the quarterback, ended up 9 of 17 passing for 148 yards, half of those on one play. But he had 148 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Burke had 3 catches for 90 yards. 1 was the touchdown. Cathcart, 2 for 31. Harris, 3 for 30. On the ground, Reinhardt, 19 carries, 105 yards. He still ended up with a 5-yard average. He had a good game on the ground. Armstrong, 5 for 23. Heitzman, 4 for 9. Burke, 1 for 8. So they had 145 yards of rushing, 148 passing, so 293 total offense for North Polk. Just a touch over 200 in the second half. For the Dutch, Manning, 16 for 20 passing, 162 yards and a touchdown. Catching was Deers, 9 for 90 yards with a touchdown. Vandenbroek, 4 for 45. DeHeis, 5 for 31. And Stepflug, 1 for 12. On the ground, Deers was the man. 32 carries, 152 yards. That's a 5-yard average also. 32 carries, 152 yards with a touchdown, the touchdown. And Manning, 7 carries for 47 yards, which is very respectable. 7-yard average. And 199 yards rushing. 178 passing. Simpson was 3 of 4 for 16 yards. I don't think I said that. So 178 yards total passing between Manning and Simpson. 377 total for the Dutch to 293 for North Polk. Pella had only 170 in the second half as opposed to North Polk's 200. Of course, they had 75 on one play. But goofy, I think you called it wacky or funky,
wacky,
wonky, wonky, I think is best describe that game, that stat sheet. It felt like we totally dominated the game except for that 75-yard pass, and that just gave them enough life that they started moving the ball, which they didn't do in the first 2.5 quarters. But give them credit, they did it when they needed to, and it took everything we had just to stop them.
Your final stats are presented by the Verduff Agency. Let Chad, Lance, and Larry examine your stats and customize an insurance plan for you. The Verduff Agency provides complete courteous service to the Pella area for over 100 years. And let's now check in on our McCall Monument monumental play and player of the game. Well, player of the game's pretty easy.
Pretty easy on the player of the game.
Emmanuel Dyers, is that how you pronounce it?
Something
Dyers,
like that.
As you mentioned, just over 150 yards rushing and had also 90 yards receiving and both touchdowns in this game.
Right. So, he was player of the game. Pretty easy pick.
Play of the game, there's a ton.
I'm going to nominate Manning to DeHeis.
The third down conversion. Or they were, deep in our own hole.
Down here at the end.
Yeah, you're right.
When we may have not gotten gotten to the touchdown because you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that was a big play. Obviously, 3 interceptions for the defense came at pretty critical junctures there.
Yep.
Hard to overlook. I just want to give them some love. But, and then obviously Emmanuel Deers, that second touchdown was enormous.
Right.
It was a game
because he got hit in the backfield and he still made it.
So a lot of good nominees, and we'll split between yours and I for the McCall Monument Monumental Play of the Game. When it's time to memorialize your loved one or pre-plan your own, trust the area's leading monument designer and installer, McCall Monument on Old Highway 163 West in Pella. Randy, a final thought? Pella 4-0 after this non-district schedule. It took some miracles, or not miracles, but a lot of heart-racing plays and a lot of big, huge, heart-stopping plays in fourth quarters in particular, but Dutch are 4-0. They go into a tough district with Clear Creek and Newton looking very good this year, but they do so really. If they beat the teams they're supposed to beat the rest of the way, they're in the playoffs now. It's just a matter of are they going to be 7-2 or are they going to be 9-0?
Or 8-1.
Yeah, somewhere in between there.
Right. I agree with all of what you just said. And to go 4-0 through the schedule that we had, and it appears like no one's gotten hurt. Now, obviously, Harry was out tonight with his ankle. Probably out next week too. So I guess technically that's an injury, but nobody's had like a season-ending injury, which we've had so often in these brutal non-district schedules. So great credit to our guys being in shape, our coaches getting everybody ready and in the right spots. And 4-0, I thought we might, but those were 4 good teams we just beat, and chances are you're not going to beat them all, but we did it. And we had about 12 hours of bus rides in there too.
Yeah, so another long one to Marion coming up on Friday, but obviously Pella feels pretty good about their chances there at 4-0.
Right.
Following a 19-15 win over North Polk. Randy, good to see him. We'll see
Andrew, thank you. Good luck to those cross-country runners tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm hoping I make it to Minnesota tomorrow. I got to get to bed.
I hope you do too.
By 10:30, I can get up by 4 and be on the road by 5. That's
I hope you make it too. So I'm with you next Friday in Marion, right?
Next Friday in Marion.
I mean, you're there, right? It's not Trevor.
Yeah. Better that way, right? No, Trevor's going to enjoy not having to go. I think he's got a pretty good.
Yeah, I think there's a central trip that weekend in there.
Yes, there is. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll have a lot of fun.
Thanks, Andrew. I had a lot of fun. It would have been funner if I didn't have a heart attack there at the end of the game, but we won.
Hey, we're both standing. We're both alive.
I'm sitting.
You're sitting. We'll step aside. Hope to have Coach Ben Baller when we come back. Pella 19-15 over North Polk.
Join Pella Corporation and do the work you're most proud of. Apply for one of our many openings and become a valued team member as we shape the future together. Recognized by Fast Company as a best place to work for innovators, we're dedicated to fostering a culture of creativity and forward thinking. Visit Pella.com/careers today and be part of a team committed to excellence and innovation. Because at Pella Corporation, we're building more than just windows and doors.
Are you considering home renovations this fall or winter? It's the perfect time to finish that basement, remodel your kitchen or bathroom, or even build that addition you've been dreaming about. Kent and DeHeisen Carpentry can turn your dreams into a reality, but their fall and winter schedule is filling up fast. Kent has over 20 years of experience and is licensed and insured. DeHeisen Carpentry will work with you from start to finish, ensuring the job is done right and to your satisfaction. For your next project, call the professionals at DeHeisen Carpentry in Pella, 780-1858.
Did you know GI worms are a common problem in cats and dogs? Did you know pet parasites can affect you too? Did you know indoor-only pets can have parasites too?
This is Glenda Van Wyk at Van Wyk Veterinary Clinic. Internal and external parasites are not only a nuisance, but can harbor and create diseases.
Keeping your pet parasite-free not only protects your pet, but you as well.
Ask us about our recommended products as well as our promotions and rebates. We can help you determine what product is best for your pet and his or her lifestyle. Van Wyk Veterinary Clinic.
Quality, compassion, family.
Hey, new and expecting parents, don't miss the baby fair at Pella Regional Health Center. It's happening Saturday, September 20 from 9 to 11 a.m. at the main entrance lobby at 404 Jefferson Street in Pella. Tour the Family Birthing Center, meet childbirth experts, get breastfeeding tips, car seat safety info, and more. Plus, it's totally free. There's even a grand prize drawing for a Graco Pack and Play. Visit PellaHealth.org/babyfair for more details. Let's get ready for baby together.
Hey Dutch fans, just dropping in real quick to let you know that the KNIA KRLS Home Shopping Extravaganza is coming up September 23rd through the 25th. If you've never participated before, this is a great time to start. We have over $200,000 worth of merchandise from great local businesses in Pella, Marion County, and the surrounding areas. Check out KNIAKRLS.com for all the details. Then join us September 23rd through the 25th for the Home Shopping Extravaganza, where you can buy stuff at a discount.
When words aren't enough, say it with something timeless. From Gardner Collier Jewelry in Oskaloosa. Whether you're popping the question, celebrating an anniversary, or just showing how much you care, we have the perfect piece to make every moment sparkle. From stunning engagement rings to custom designs and expert repairs, Gardner Collier Jewelry has been your trusted hometown jeweler for over 100 years. Visit us in Oskaloosa or Ottumwa today, because every love story deserves something beautiful.
This summer, take the challenge. Shop local. Every dollar spent at a local business helps build the communities we all love. Together, we can make a difference.
Hey, I'm Amber Ango from Marion County Bank. I shop local because the conversations with my barista friends are as good as the coffee they brew.
Marion County Bank encourages you to shop local all year long. Learn more at marioncountybank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hearthstone at Pella is looking for a director of nursing to lead the nursing team at the cottages. If you have previous leadership experience and would like the opportunity to oversee a team of nearly 100 employees that cares for nearly 100 residents, this position might be for you. You'll have a real work-life balance with 6 weeks of discretionary time off, free medical coverage for you, education tuition reimbursement, and a generous sign-on bonus. This is an immediate opportunity. Call 628-1244.
Hi, this is Brian Zonley with Two Rivers Cooperative. There are several places around town that you can go to get a new bottle of propane for your grill. But have you ever read the fine print? Most of those places only give you a 15-pound fill. At Two Rivers, we always fill your tank to maximum capacity, which means you'll get 20% more LP. And when your favorite steak is still cooking on the grill and the in-laws are waiting to eat, you'll really appreciate that extra 20%. Refill your tank at Two Rivers Co-op today.
The home and field advantage. Two Rivers Co-op.
This month at Midtown Tire in Pella, get a $100 instant rebate when you purchase a set of 4 Bridgestone or Firestone SUV or truck tires. Whether you're tackling tough terrain or cruising the open road, trust these top-tier brands for unbeatable performance and safety. And don't forget, you can book your appointment 24/7 online at MidtownTireCo.com. Don't miss out. Drive in today and save big at Midtown Tire. Restrictions apply. See Midtown Tire for details.
Gordon & Associates Ltd. has offices in Oskaloosa and Creston, and they serve clients throughout most of Iowa. With more than 70 years of service and a growing staff of highly qualified employees, they provide clients with assistance in water treatment, distribution, wastewater collection and treatment, street construction and renovation, stormwater management, and residential, commercial, and industrial developments, in addition to a variety of specialty projects. Today, Garden & Associates Ltd. continues to grow and prosper, building upon the solid foundation of its predecessors. Give Garden & Associates a call today at 641-672-2526.
If you're like a lot of local businesses, you know it's important to have a presence on social media, but you don't have time to put any real thought into it or actually post regularly. At KNIA KRLS, we offer social media management through our Iowa Digital Connect division. You'll have a dedicated strategist who will come up with content ideas based on your goals and objectives and then make the posts for you on a consistent basis. If you have a sales representative that you already work with, just ask them about our social media management options or reach out to us online at iowadigitalconnect.com.
Our post-game coverage rolls on. The Pella football team knocks off North Polk 19-15 to go 4-0 through the non-district portion of the season. It's our continuing coverage of Dutch football with head coach Ben Bollard following a wild finish here again. Coach, I think you feel good about the win. There's a lot to clean up, but the Dutch, at the end of the day, backs against the wall, 4th and goal from the 1. You're able to push in the points you need and get the stop at the end. It wasn't, again, perfect or pretty. You can't say that about the first 4 weeks overall, but your record looks perfect and pretty. 4-0, I imagine pretty pleased with how your guys battled through and overcame some of those miscues.
Yeah, it feels like I'm on repeat here when you come up, right, and just proud of the effort and proud of the grit. There was a time this game, there was a few more heads hanging at a couple different spots, and so we really had to pick some guys up, and other teammates did it too. It wasn't just us coaches, but so yeah, we'll learn from that. Those are good things to happen. And so yeah, what an atmosphere, right? To pause there and say, the crowd was. I don't get a whole chance to look at the crowd, but it's certainly the one glance I did after we scored that touchdown. It was a big crowd. The lights are going, and so just really happy for our players. I told them after. This game is a special game, and anytime you can come out here and kind of pour your heart out here for friends and family and everybody, it's a cool thing. And then to have a win on top of it is just a neat night for our team.
Well, and the miscues, and we'll start there with what we're alluding to, is that your guys moved the football tremendously. And unofficially, I had you in the red zone at 6 trips down there. You finished with 19 points. At one time, you had 12 points to show for 5 trips to the red zone. And that's just been the story with this offense. It feels like it's so close to being a really, really good offense. You just are having issues converting inside the 20. And that's what allowed North Polk to stay in this game ultimately, because you had multiple chances to take a 3-score lead in this one.
Yeah, I'm also a little tired of saying I think we're close. We're just not there, but that's the reality, and that's a bad stat. When you get in the red zone, we as a team have to clean that up. We got to be better. If you want to win the really big games and win them in the playoffs, you got to be better than that. And so, yeah, we will. I believe in our guys. I believe we'll get it done. Us as coaches, we got to do a better job. We got to do a better job of getting them ready for that setting. We got to maybe, look at, our play calls in the red zone. And some of it is just execution. Look at that first one. We're in the red zone. We had 3 pre-snap penalties in a row. Uncharacteristic. We haven't been that team, and just kind of a little self-destruct there. So we'll work through that. We'll get better. And we as a coaching staff have to find ways to help guys there. So, yeah, we got room to grow.
On the good plus side of things, Michael, probably his best game passing. Didn't have a lot down the field, had a couple big ones when he needed to, but really attacking the edges, and it wasn't just E on those screens. Blake had a couple nice plays out there. Logan early in the game certainly was establishing himself as a receiver, but again, knowing you don't have Harrison Mullins and his ability to stretch the field, did a very good job of taking what was there and not forcing a lot of, bad throws over the middle of the field. Really tried to keep it on the edges and kept it clean.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think it was a good night for Michael, really good night. He had probably the best throw of the game that will kind of get lost because of Emmanuel's running is that 4th down pass to Blake. That was a rocket on time where it needed to be. It just missed an outside backer from where I'm standing. I'm like, uh-oh. And sure enough, it snuck right in there. And so that was an incredible throw at a big spot in the game. So credit to Michael on that one. And then really just Blake, look, what a night for Blake. I'm happy for him with Harrison down, as you mentioned. He really stepped up, had an interception, so he's playing corner, played some more receiver than he had before. So happy for him. Those kind of things help us grow as a team. And even when Harrison's back then, he's kind of ready for an additional role as we make a push.
Manuel Deers, not much more you can say. He's already had some incredible plays the last 2 years, and another big night for him, and it needed to be. And really a lot of plays where he's getting the ball in that wildcat. The defense knows it's going to him, and he's getting it anyway. So offensive line opening up some critical short yardage holes, and then Emmanuel just being Emmanuel never goes down on that first hit.
No, Emmanuel is good at football. That's a really simple way to say it. He's fun to watch. I'm glad he's on our team. The effort he puts into every play is incredible. You watch him spin and juke and hit different guys, and so I'm glad he's on our team. But I do also think it's important to recognize our offensive line tonight. I thought they did a great job up front. We felt like we had to establish the run tonight. That was something we needed to do, and credit to our offensive line. They really did that, and even as North Polk adjusted, really guys on our front did a good job, and so credit the offensive line for kind of the push they created for our run game.
Defense comes up with 3 interceptions. Hard to complain on that front, but did give up a couple of big plays, especially in that fourth quarter. In that third quarter, North Polk got back into the game because of some missed tackling on a slant pattern, a 75-yard touchdown. And then once things got later in that fourth quarter, and it's a little hard, right? You're a little bit more tired, but North Polk was really starting to find their groove offensively late in the game. Again, the defense doing what they do well for most of the game, but a couple missed opportunities to really shut down a very good North Polk team.
Yeah, right. I was still overall really happy with our defensive performance. I think we played great tonight. There's a little sour taste in our mouth and the players' mouth. I know a couple of the guys after the huddle I had to kind of pick up. These guys take pride in what they do. They take pride in kind of what our defense has become, and nothing there is eroded. Credit to North Polk. Number one is a heck of a football player. I mean, that kid is a good football player, and we knew that coming into this week. We talked a lot about it, and we kind of just missed a collision on him there, which would have got that timing a little differently. And so we watched that already. We'll learn from that, and I think the rest of it is we just got to flush some of that. You know what I mean? In football anymore, teams are going to have a little success, and you got to be able to come back and respond, and we did at the end, which is cool to see.
Here with Ben Ballard, head coach of the Pella football team, following a 19-15 win over North Polk to go 4-0. And at the end of when the back was against the wall, you took care of business, and you were able to, as you mentioned, get a couple big fourth down conversions. I think unofficially had you 2 of 10 on third down conversions, but 4 of 5 on fourth down conversions. So when it really mattered most, your guys came through offensively, and mentally, I imagine it has to just feel great to be a 4-0 football team, considering the road that it took to get here.
Yeah, with our schedule, 4-0 does feel great. We need to heal up here for 24 hours and enjoy it. I told the guys it's important to enjoy every victory because they're a special gift and they're hard to get, and so we got to enjoy this. But yeah, just for our team to be 4-0 at this point, we're really happy, but yet we got a lot of work to do. I think that's, and everybody knows it. That's pretty obvious here. And so really as we leave here, we got a lot of work to do. But, just pause and a couple thank yous across our staff. I just think at this point in the year, look for Reed Evans, what he's done, at the offensive side. I think they've done a great job. And again, I know the scoreboard isn't maybe where we want it to be, but just orchestrating and moving talent around, I really appreciate him and everybody else on our staff. Billy Fox for what he does to help me kind of be D coordinator while I'm trying to be head coach. And so not to single those two because there's a whole slew of guys. All 15 of our coaches are incredible, and so I just want to thank them. I mean, I couldn't do this without them, and so those guys are great.
Well, and we're not anointing anything tonight, but clearly now at 4-0 going into the district, regardless, you're in a great spot to make yourself a postseason team. It's maybe now a matter of where you are in the postseason, and that starts here with another long road trip out to Marion, a team that has struggled to start the season, but one you can't take for granted, and one I'm guessing, Coach, you can't play down, so to speak, to a team that struggled. Really got to go in sharp knowing that 4-0 is great, but you got to win some of these Marions and Oskaloosa's coming up knowing there are 2 excellent teams waiting for you in this district.
100%. We're in a district play now, right? And so once we turn the page on this in 24 hours, it is district. And I know now that all of them matter with RPI. but district still matters more, right? And your playoff determination is by getting first or second in your district. And you really, even though we feel like we could be in a good spot, we don't want to go to that wild card or those last spots. Like, let's go find a way to get one or two, certainly hope for one. And so to do that, you got to win every game. And so that becomes our task now. We got to go 1-0 next week at Marion in our district, and then we'll look forward after that. But you cannot overlook anybody in this game, and certainly with the adversity of a road trip and a big game here, and so rebuilding after that, we got to make sure we're ready to go next Friday night.
Should be a whole lot of fun. Ben Ballard, head coach of the 4-0 Pella football team. This interview powered by Hy-Vee following a 19-15 win over North Polk. Coach, appreciate your time. Good to see you, and we'll see you next week on another long road trip. District play begins. We're halfway home. Awesome.
Well, thank you. Hey, last shout out. Andy Johnson here is on his last few minutes with us on Pella Dutch Live. I know it's on KNIA too, but just as a coworker and an on-air person, just want to give him a public thanks and appreciation, and we wish him best of luck here as he moves on. But we do appreciate all the coverage, not only by KNIA, but Pella Dutch Live. So.
Well, and hopefully he takes the right turn to Albuquerque on his way home. That's
you bet.
Ben Ballard joining us here. Shout out to Andy as well. We'll wrap it up after this. Pella 19-15 over North Polk.
Parker Signs and Graphics is a renowned signage solutions provider in the Midwest with over 30 years of experience. They use the most cutting-edge processes to deliver top-quality products, starting from design conception and ending with fabrication. When faced with complex challenges that other sign makers can't handle, Parker Signs is the go-to choice. For all your signage needs, call John at 515-962-0330 today. Parker Signs and Graphics is also a proud supporter of Indianola High School Athletics. Go Indians!
Everything's coming up fall at Scooters Coffee and Pella. Sip into the season with a pumpkin caramelicious ice blender or cold brew. Or try the crisp, sweet taste of a caramel apple sparkling float or a caramel apple Red Bull infusion. And don't forget the treats, pumpkin cheesecake bites or a caramelicious muffin. Celebrate fall flavors today at Scooters Coffee and Pella. Amazing drinks, amazing people, amazingly fast.
Rev up your ride with unbeatable deals at PellaMotors.com. We're dealing so you can drive away happy. Don't miss out on our incredible offers on Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram. Find your perfect ride at PellaMotors.com.
Time to go in. Closing presented by Light and State Bank. Grow strong with us as the Pella football team moves to 4-0. Another heart-stopping win here for the Dutch. It's been that way for the last couple of years. Pella again winning 19-14 over North Polk. Our coverage will resume next week, but let's give our rundown a shutout. It's a very busy weekend coming up for Pella activities. Pella volleyball team, ranked second in Class 4A, is on the road to Ballard tomorrow for the Ballard Invitational. The Pella boys cross-country team and the girls JV are here at the Heartland Classic at Central College coming up tomorrow morning. The Pella girls nationally ranked cross-country team is a little bit further away. They're in Minnesota at the University of Minnesota campus for the GRIAC Invitational, taking on 3 other nationally ranked teams and I think a field of 20 other teams total, somewhere in that range. That's also tomorrow. I will be headed that way, so look for photos on our social media and for some updates there from Minnesota. Marching Dutch Community Performance. Come see them for free. What are you doing on a Saturday night? All your football games will be over. Come on down here to the stadium, 8 o'clock. I'm hoping to be back in time for said performance at 8 o'clock here for the Pella Marching Dutch. And then our next football broadcast for the Dutch is coming up in a week on the long road to Marion. Randy and I will have it for you live on 92.1 KRLS. Pella opens district play against the Wolves. Your final score here in closing, presented by Light State Bank. Grow strong with us. Pella 19, North Polk 14. You've been listening to Pella High Football, and the one to count on for today's local sports and the home of the Dutch, KNIA, KRLS.com, and Pella Dutch Live. Shout out to our producer, Andy Johnson. He's on his way. It was his final broadcast. Andy, thank you for all you've done for Pella Athletics for the last 4 years. We'll see you next week in Marion, live on KRLS.